F to the R to the S to the H to the O to the U to the T. That fresh
What?
out. Trying to wake up the neighbors.
This man's favorite
part of
part.
the show.
Absolutely. What's happening? Well, shit. There you
Hey,
go.
man.
There you go.
The show's name is Ether. Jay-Z's birthday was this week. Hey, man, you know how it goes down, man. Fresh out, man. Wednesday, man. You know how it goes. 9:30, man. You know what it is. J Kemp, Bebo, P, Iceberg, Slim. Come on, man. J Kemp, what's goody right now, man?
Man, everything is good, bro. You know, I'm waiting to chop it up, man. You know what I'm saying? My Lakers got that dub yesterday. And we found out it wasn't controversial. So they was trying to, you know, the last 2-minute report came out. They were trying to say that timeout was on some BS. We got it in there on time. We got the dub. We going to Vegas. We're going to take this in-season tournament. Mama, what's happening?
What's happening? Countdown in 3, 2 for the red cup. Whatever's in J Camp's. 6 shiggity. 1.
Mama's in the building. Was goody. What's going down? Bebo Pete was goody though, man.
Hey man, feeling just as good as J Camp and yourself, Iceberg.
Hey,
how about yourself, man? How's Iceberg doing? How y'all doing?
Hey man, we good, man. Like I said, it's Wednesday night. You know what's going down, man. One of the best live show. Come on, hip hop show, man. Let's get it out here, man. Come on, man. Fresh out. We in here, episode 241. Come on, so yeah, hit that like and subscribe, man.
Yes.
Let us know in the chat where you from, man. What's going on? We got a good show tonight. We gonna be talking about Jay-Z, gonna be talking about Nas, Fat Joe, Lion and Bull. We gonna be talking about our guy AZ, man. You know what I'm saying? So, but man, first let's be clear, man.
Get your Scotch Porter too.
Oh yeah, get that Scotch Porter, man. We got the link in the chat.
Yeah. Get your beer game together.
Let's be clear, man. We got to start the show off, man. First 25 minutes, man. We got to give our flowers to our guy, man. Compton. Come on, man. Cali. Let's be clear.
Say that.
Gold, man. The gold and purple. Let's be clear.
Say that.
Maple.
Come on, man. Let's be clear, man. No disrespect to Chick, man. The voice of the Lakers right now. Let's be clear.
Right.
Come on.
All day.
And the Lakers.
No disrespect to Stu and Michael Thompson, but this is the real voice.
Come on, man. The real voice of the Lakers, man. We got to talk about the Lakers NBA, man. In-season tournament swag, man. So you know we had to bring our brother on. Come on. Dan the Laker. Dan.
Hey, welcome, bro. Welcome, Dan, the Laker fan, aka Dan the man. You wore that shirt because you knew you was gonna come on fresh out to bring the slaughter. That's what it was.
Hey, man.
Slaughter gang in the building, man.
You already know.
Let's be clear, man. He also is a co-creator, owner of Shop the Court Kings. Go check him out at shopcourtkings.com. Go get your merch, man. Let's be clear. You know what I'm saying? You know how it goes down, man. Let's be clear, man. Come on, man. Is this thing? If you're a Knicks fan, Boston fan, you know what I'm saying? You got this get in the back for a little bit. You know, y'all took the L. You know what I'm saying? Hold on, let me play y'all music. Let me play y'all music for the Knicks fan.
I actually rock with Knicks fans. They're pretty dope.
We rock with the Knicks fan. We gotta sit in the back for a little bit, man. Dan.
Yes,
what's goody, man? Again, everybody go follow his channel, man. If you're not following his channel, this is again the premier place to go to if you're a Laker fan or just an NBA fan in general.
Just NBA fan in general,
you know
man.
Let's be clear. Man. Dan, just tell him, man, number one, man. Like I said, let's be clear. We're gonna talk about sports real quick, but we also got to understand that Dan is a rapper. Let's be clear. Got the music cracking. Let's be clear.
For those who don't know.
Again, Apple Music, go check him out. DTLF, you know what I'm saying? Go check him out. Got some music on there too. Where did your love for not only the Lakers but just hip hop and music in general, Dan?
Man, well, where do I start, man? Hip hop is just, I mean, you guys know Compton, California in the building, man. So
come on, man.
Hip hop was just so ingrained, you know, in the streets, man, just in the neighborhood, bro. Like all my friends, everybody, my brother. My older brother got me really heavy into hip hop when that No Limit Top Dog album dropped.
Okay, I see. Okay. A little No Limit Soul.
He was bad about it. He was bouncing, playing a little bit.
I remember him picking me up in that Monte Carlo from elementary school, man.
Let's
bumping
go.
That. Okay. Fuck him. Oh man, it was that was the beginning of my love for hip hop, but just everything, man. I grew up in the golden era of hip hop, bro. It had just some of the best of the best. Illmatic had came out, what, 94, 93, around there. You know, I just remember my brother ordering these CDs, man, and just bumping all this stuff. He really was the one that put me on. But just hip hop is just, you know, it is the culture, man. It's life. Hip hop is life.
It is. It is.
It's life, bro.
Now, could you share with us what your music background was before hip hop, even though you came up during the mix of the golden era?
Well, I tell you, man, like when I first started listening to music, it wasn't I remember sitting next to the tape recorder, man, hitting that record button.
Oh yeah.
You know, when Power 106, man, and just listening to some of the best stuff out there. But I liked everything. I used to like a little bit of alternative rock, man. Linkin Park was the first album I ever had.
Oh yeah.
Linkin Park dope too.
Like, so I always like that infusion of like rock, hip hop. And one of my first groups I was with, we were called Flipside, man. And
Flipside.
Yeah, and it was two sides, you know. It was alternative rock and hip hop. So it's just, you know, I grew up on everything, bro. Literally everything. You know, whatever. There was no internet back in the day, so we would sit there with the cassette recorder, hit that record button, man. And whatever was hot, whatever was banging, we recorded.
Yeah, so like I said,
flip side. There you go.
Yeah, well, this is the thing. Like I said, we know like I said, we all watch the channel. We all know what's going on, man. Again, the voice of the Lakers, man. Dan, the Lakers fan.
Oh man,
that crazy win last night.
Woo! My
needed it.
KD, man, talking about toxic. Now take that.
Where do we start, man? With this crazy win yesterday? Devin Booker still crying. Last night,
still crying, man. He sound like, he going
posting
crazy,
on IG.
Yeah,
he's doing the most, man.
Like,
what's your thoughts, man? This thing, LeBron dropped 31, KD dropped 31, but again, man, we got the win. Austin Reeves, man, with the crazy
bucket.
All this white boy in the building, man. Austin Reeves.
Him. What's your thoughts, man, on that win, and what's your thoughts on the tournament, man, as far as the Lakers going in? But again, like I said, if you're a Bucks fan, you know what I'm saying, you're a Pelicans fan, you know, salute to y'all for getting in the tournament too, you know what I'm saying, salute. You know, our Pacers, man, salute to everybody in Indiana, man, holding it down. You know what I'm saying? But we got to focus on these Lakers real quick. What's your thoughts real quick, man, on just the Lakers win, but this game against the Pelicans on Thursday?
Really quick shout out to my guy Empire Jeff, man. That's my brother right there.
Empire, what's going on?
Listen. Ooh. So my thoughts, man. This game was phenomenal. The in-season tournament is a major dub right now. You know, the commissioner is the biggest winner of them all because we get March Madness.
Where the money at?
Early in December. Man, sign me up for that, right?
Come on,
sign us up for that. So. That's the biggest winner right now. Now the Lakers game went down to the wire, man. We had a impeccable first half where we looked like championship favorites, not just for the tournament, but for the whole thing. Because I'm thinking, who's going to beat this team? This many wings? It's not even wing stop, but we getting all the stops. You know what I'm saying? Like,
come on.
Without the grease,
without the flip,
and cross lemon pepper.
Here we getting ready without the napkins, man. But it was perfect, bro. The way we played the first half, third quarter comes out, we on that bullshit, man. We on that crazy. Like we forgot how to play, and then Darvingham compounds that with not calling timeouts, meant that we already tied up or trailing. But I know my man knows what I'm talking about, bro.
Yeah.
How y'all feel about that?
Yo, I mean that's been like the biggest thing like all year, man. Like we get in these situations where teams go on a run. You know, the timeout is supposed to be the momentum killer. We see teams do that to us all the time. Matter of fact. The Denver series last year was a perfect example of that. Every single time we went on a run, Mike Malone, timeout.
That's true.
Stop that run. And then every single time coming out the timeout, they scored.
That's fact.
That's the one thing that Darvin, he lacks that ability, man, just to kind of put a stranglehold on the game, man. Stop that run. Get us back in it. We got to breathe. We got to come back to life. You know what I'm saying? Like we in the coffin almost. You know what I'm saying? Like you're gonna have
Undertaker
revive us. Undertaker style.
We get a Bernie swag, man. Come on.
We gotta be revived, man. So I just want to see Darvin, man, just take those next steps, man, to be an elite coach. I mean, he's a decent coach. He's solid. This is not Darvingham slander time. I'm not slandering, but we need him to take that next step and evolve as a coach, man, because these guys. They need it, and we got new players. You know what I'm saying? We still trying to build. Offense ain't there yet, but defensively we got it.
Yep.
But in order to be a dominant team down the stretch, man, Darvin's got to evolve. He's got to.
Well, this is the thing, Dan, too. What's your thoughts on LeBron, man? What's his year 100? You know what I'm saying? For LeBron. Come on, let's be clear.
He's a 21 Savage, bro.
Well, let's be clear though, too. Let's they're not gonna give him his props, man. Let's be clear. He's leading the NBA in points in the fourth quarter. Let's be clear.
Crazy, bro.
Wow.
What's your thoughts on just LeBron in year 19? What is it now? 20?
21, man.
21. What's your thoughts on LeBron, man? Can he hold up this?
I think
Can he hold up these minutes?
I don't think he's human, brother. I just he's in
a Lazarus pit.
We don't have to go get the kryptonite to see if he got a weakness, because right now he's the real life Superman, and we can't take it for granted. Whether you like LeBron or you dislike him, you got to respect it. You know, because we ain't never probably going to see this type of athlete, not just NBA player, but athlete in our lives again. We are living a moment in history and time when we're seeing the best athlete to ever walk this earth. You know what I'm saying? So,
come on.
Year 21, man. What is he? He's about to be 39, bro. He's basically a dinosaur, you know, in basketball.
Yeah, in basketball years.
Right. That's crazy. I've seen people dominate for 10, 12 years, and I think that's a lot. This guy's been doing it day one, man. Got to give him his flowers before he's gone.
Speaking of the word weakness that you said in the beginning of your statement that you just made, AD, brother, is he going to be able to hold up this season? Come on, man.
That's the question of the century right there, man. Because I call him coin flip, bro, because we don't know if we're going to get heads or tails from him. You know what I'm saying? Like, what we getting out here, man? Who knows? But I'm thinking, man, when he plays tough, right? And he kind of disappeared in the second half yesterday. Did y'all notice? Offensively, at least. When he plays tough, man, he is probably top 3 big man in this league.
Absolutely.
And when he goes away, he's out here looking like spaghetti, man, just soft, bro. And
spaghetti.
I'm like, what's going on with this guy, man? He just dropped 20 in the first half, right? And he ends up with 26. That's the only problem I have with bro, right? But outside of that, man, we need AD, bro. And he's the last line of defense. The style of play that Darvin Ham plays, I fear for AD because I like the two. I'm a traditionalist, right? I like the 2 big man lineups traditionally. Ando will cover up a lot of that. But, man, I worry, bro, about his longevity. I do.
I agree, Dan. My biggest concern with AD is almost the mentality part because he never calls for the ball. Fourth quarter,
good point.
I'm looking at AD. You over setting screens, but you're not rolling to the basket. You're not trying to get dirty in the paint. And I feel like there's been times he's ran away from the challenge. With Embiid, where we got our doors blown, you know what I'm saying, by Philly this year. He ran away from the challenge against Joker. First game of the year.
That one
ran away from the challenge. You know what I'm saying? That hurts, man. It's like every time AD has these opportunities, not only to step up, but to prove that he is an elite big and the best big, he does not rise to those challenges all the time. Not to say that he doesn't do it sometimes, like against DeAndre Ayton. He took that personal the last couple times they played. But I need you to do the same thing against Joker, Embiid. The backup 76ers dude was calling his manhood out. He said, "Oh, I know he's a flopper."
Hey, that pissed me off, bro. Because you know, being from Compton, and whatnot, you can't call me out. We're gonna fight on or off the court. It don't matter, bro. I gotta see some fight in him right there, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got a bench. What's up with bench players, man? It's like a trend. You got Dylan Crook out here talking crazy. 5 points a game. Beverly out here acting like he's Jordan. And now you who we added? What was his name? I don't even know his name, bro. That's a problem.
I can't even remember my homie's name either. I just know he's a backup center. That proves it. He played like 12 minutes a game, and
we
you're
got
calling AD a
fucking crazy, man. What's going on with that? You know what I mean? Like,
well, this is the thing, man. First of all, man, salute to Jarv in the building, man. Laker fan, you know how it goes down. Jar, man.
Life down here, Jar.
We need to really have you up on his panel, though, real quick, Jar. The question, though, for Dan, real quick, man. We've been talking about the Lakers, man, but the league's getting a little scary, a little bit. The Warriors. Hey, hold up.
Yeah, no,
done cooking
last year, bro. That was it.
Yeah.
That was it.
What's your thoughts, man, on who is really a challenge right now, man, and who's looking good in your opinion besides our Lakers? Who's looking good right now? But also, man, like, what's your prediction for the finals?
Okay. I like this question.
Yeah.
Diabolical sound here for my.
You know 50% of the answer to that already, man. It's purple and
let's
gold
go.
for sure. It's Lakers. If we're healthy, bro, it's gonna be hard to beat us as deep as we are. This team, I mean, we deeper than Kim Kardashian, fam. Like this is it's a deep roster, fam. We're going all the way to the end of the tunnel.
Oh man.
But
Mariana's Trench, Kardashian.
yeah. But you know, I think the Lakers will be there on the East Coast. Is between the Bucks and the Celtics, man. And you know who I want in the finals, right? Who do y'all want in the finals?
I want them C's, bro.
Yeah, we gotta have the
C's.
Celtics, man. Come on, man. Celtics gonna be crazy.
I'm
man.
still fuming over 08, man. Even though we got our retaliation.
Yeah,
that was the one time, man, where I probably broke a TV.
What do you think about Salute the Nightmare in the building? He's saying Wolves are looking good right now. You know what I'm saying? What's your thoughts on the Wolves, man? You know what I'm saying?
The Wolves are good, but they're a year too early, man.
Okay.
They look great in the regular season, but remember, the Utah Jazz was looking phenomenal last year too.
They did early. Yeah. They came out the gate,
right? But the Wolves are better than the Jazz. I'll tell you that. The Wolves are much better than the Jazz. Where last year, I love that man, Ant-Man, Anthony Edwards.
Hey man, Jordan's illegitimate son, Doc. You know what I'm saying?
Ant-Man a problem, bro.
Ant-Man a problem.
Yeah.
Again, what's your thoughts on the Bucks, man? You know what I'm saying?
The Bucks to me are the scariest thing, and I think we're going to see a little preview potentially of the finals in this tournament.
Spurs
too.
This in-season tournament might show us a little something, man. If we get Bucks Lakers in-season tournament finals, that might be the finals.
Could be.
So I like what the Bucks have. They're really deep. Obviously, they're led by their two superstars, and yes, I did say super with Damian Lillard. That's what he is, man. He's a superstar. And then obviously Giannis, I think they complement each other, and they haven't even clicked yet. That's the scary part. Yeah. Once they start clicking, it gets scarier. However, now we got to look at the other matchups, right? You got Brook Lopez versus AD. You know what I'm saying? Like, well, not even, right? So the backup bigs and stuff, we got to worry about that. But it's all about the cross matchups and the role players. Yep. Who got the better role players? I think Lakers do, man. But I'm being biased. I'm being real biased.
You can be biased.
We're gonna be a little. I think. What did JC80 say? JC88 said, "Man, we got delusional. We be a little toxic tonight." You know what I'm saying? We won last night. We're gonna be a little toxic.
What did Red Man say, Bebo P? I be that. I be that delusional.
Hey,
Jack saying Lakers ain't going nowhere. Jack, who's your team, man? Everybody put who your team is in the chat, man. If you like the joint, we might give you a little $25 holler with your cash app. You know what I'm saying?
Might give him what, the iceberg? Might give him a little what?
Cash, you know what I'm saying?
Might give him a little sliver.
I do got to ask you this, though, Dan. I definitely got to ask you this. When do you think we're going to see that Flippers true implosion? I'm talking about where Westbrook ask out, where Harden goes back into the fat suit again and he starts playing like true garbage.
I'm hungry. I'm hungry.
Because you know what's coming. You know
it's coming, bro. It's coming. I think, once they get eliminated mathematically from the playoffs, I think that's when you see the fingers start pointing everywhere. And I think that's a real possibility because the West is deep, man.
It's deep, man. Because we was talking, me and Iceberg was talking the other day. Man, that SGA, Paul George, and OKC, that's got to be one of the worst trades in the history
and I love it, bro. And I love it for OKC because I would have been Gilgeous Alexander. Now I'm a fan.
Man, I mean, you can argue he's a top 5 player right now.
Oh yeah, MVP candidate where he's got his thunder at right now. Believe it or not, it's early. It's early, right? We don't like
early, but he's a problem. He was a problem last year too, man.
They messed up. That was, like you said, historically an atrocious trade for them. But hey, the Clippers gonna clip, baby. That's what they do best.
That's what they've been doing.
That's
been doing
that
for a long time.
They're more worried about beating the Lakers while we worrying about beating 29 other teams and getting the championship.
Come on, 1,000. That is the biggest difference, man. I see implosion coming for the Suns too, really. And respect KD, I always have. He a little too emotional for me sometimes, like some of the things he be doing. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna slander KD, but I don't see
for you, bro. I slander that cupcake for you. I got it. I'm ready, man. Listen. He's really slithery, man. I'll tell you that guy. He's really
ready for the slaughter.
But man, I don't like slandering players. I do it because I like to troll them and stuff. But let's be honest, man. That Kevin Durant, I lost faith in him since he went to the Warriors. Is that the weakest move we ever seen? That's got to be the weakest move we ever seen, man. Joining a 72-win Warriors team.
It was weak sauce.
It's definitely one of them.
Well,
Now they needed him, that's for sure.
Well, and this is the thing too, Dan, man. The darlings of the NBA right now, man, and getting a lot of shine right now, the Indiana Pacers, man. Hometown, you know, home state, you know what I'm saying? We gotta represent them a little bit. We don't like them jerseys though.
Nah.
Part of them jersey.
Yeah.
But the team is crazy, Buddy, Tyrese, you know what I'm saying? Who tall dude that look like an NBA WNBA player? Who's my guy? Miles, man, look like a WNBA player. Come on, man.
We thought the Lakers was gonna get the Miles.
Lakers though, yeah, get more the Lakers though. You know
we thought we had him for
look
2 straight
sus
seasons.
though, you know what I'm saying? But hold on, he had a sus outfit too. He had a sus outfit on the other day too.
Oh man, listen. I love the Pacers' talent, man. They got a lot of talent, man. That home.
What's your thoughts on them, man? Like making any noise in the playoffs though? We know playoffs they can do something in the season, but playoffs can they do something in the Eastern Conference?
I think there'll be a fun, first or second round exit for sure. Because in the NBA, it's like the playoffs are like Debo, man. You got to put in the work because if not, you're gonna get punted, and you got to, it takes a couple of years before you start winning in the playoffs, right? Mm-hmm. And you see the team start advancing as they get eliminated. They start learning, getting better and better, and that's why it's always the experienced teams that win championships, Right. But the Pacers are nice. Give them 2 to 3 years, they're gonna be a real problem in the playoffs. This year, they might catch a team slipping in the first round. If they get lucky to get a good matchup, sure. But I love me Tyrese Halliburton, man. That's got people were talking about that's an even trade. Bull fucking shit, bro. No. That's not an even trade. Sabonis over here, bro. Listen, he's good for what he is.
He's solid.
Generational talent, fam. You know what I mean? Like, and they were saying they had to pick between Fox and Halliburton. Bullshit, bro. They would have meshed together.
Nah, that's a perfect backcourt. When you really think about it. But what Tyrese brings to the game, that's a perfect backcourt. I tell you, Dan, that people sleeping on this year, in my opinion, is the Orlando Magic. They got something brewing down there. Now they're not gonna make a lot of noise in the playoffs, but they're a young team, and they kind of remind me of where OKC was last year. You know what I'm saying? They got the pieces. They steadily build. If they can keep their bigs healthy, that's really probably their kryptonite right now. They got to keep their bigs healthy, but if they can keep them young bigs healthy, they're gonna be smooth, man. They're gonna be all right in the future.
Big Paolo Banchero fan. Also, that Franz Wagner kid is good, man. And they got a couple of guards that are pretty pesky. That like obviously I always been a Markelle Fultz fan. They did
Markelle Fultz got that shot right too.
Philly did him dirty, man.
I call him J. Cole. Not J. Cole.
He almost looked like J.
He looked like J. Cole. You grew up on him.
Cole Anthony solid as well, and then Jalen Suggs. So they got a nice little three-headed monster at the point.
Like goodie.
Hey Dan, going back to LeBron real quick. You mentioned in so many words that we're not going to see in our lifetimes another talent like him, right?
Right.
So where do you see his legacy by way of Bronny? Like, where do you see him? Maybe say 5, 10, 15 years down the road, where do you see him as far as a talent in basketball, just as a whole? Or
you know what
your overall thoughts?
The sad thing about basketball is that it's what have you done for me lately league, right?
And so Janet Jackson.
Every generation comes in and they displace the previous generation, right? So like Jordan, he was there, and then Kobe came in, and people started saying he was going to be better than Jordan. Like, why can't we just pay homage to everybody that came before?
Exactly.
And then enjoy the talent that we have before. So,
right.
I think I'm a diehard Kobe guy, right? He's my GOAT for life. But being objective, fam, God rest his soul. But being objective, I think LeBron will be universally known as the GOAT when it's all said and done. The numbers are there. He just needs one more championship. He gets one more, he's solidified in my book, man. That's that GOAT.
And hey, in the chat, what y'all thinking, man? Who's y'all GOAT, man? Is LeBron? Can LeBron be the GOAT? Is he the GOAT already? Let's be clear.
Magic is my GOAT. I can't even front. I mean, that's how I became a Laker fan. Was Showtime Lakers. When I seen Magic carry them boys across the finish line playing center in the championship
as a rookie, too, bro. That's as a rookie. But that's just the thing. That's why I keep telling people it's a subjective topic, a conversation. It's basically who you grew up watching. That's who brought you into loving basketball. So that's gonna be your GOAT forever. Mine's just Kobe Bryant for life. You know, LeBron could have 10 championships. It would still been Kobe for me. You know, so
respect the heck out of Bron, and of course Bean is different. I think Bean is probably, at least to me, and I'm not saying this as a Laker fan, but I think Bean is like the most iconic player. Like when I look at like overseas, I think I want to say he had the highest selling jersey still, even before he passed. Worldwide, he sold more jerseys than anybody. This is before he passed, unfortunately.
And the that dude, bro, man. I'll say this about Kobe Bryant: he's bigger than basketball. Kobe Bryant is a symbol, like a superhero, man. He is a way of life.
That Mamba life, bro.
For success. What other basketball player can you say that about? There's a few, but not too many, right?
So, very few.
Yeah,
very, very few. I mean, as far as like this new gen, Kobe has influenced this entire new generation of basketball players.
Mamba mentality, baby.
Yeah. They all say Bean is their favorite player, man, because he was different on the court, man. Different as a human.
He really
was
was
different on the court, man. But like I said, man, Magic, it's my guy, man.
I can't even argue there, man. Magic was amazing. Yeah, he
my
was
beast. Guy, 6'9" point guard. Stop it.
Chris is in the building. Salute, man. KC1's up in here. Salute to everybody in the building. Hold it down, man. We up in here again. If you just tapped in, you talking to Dan, the Lakers fan. Let's be clear. Go follow his channel. Also, let's be clear. Go salute and support, man. Everything he's got going on, man. I'm actually trying to find Go hit the PayPal, man. Go check him out, man. Show him some love, man. On the love. Pull out the money, B.O.P.
Hit up his cash app
like
too while you're at it.
Before we get you out of here, Dan, what's next, man? Again, we know you do music. You know what I'm saying? You can go check him on Apple Music, man. DTLF, man. Go type that in. You'll find his music. What's next for you for 2024? Because again, man, this year has been crazy for you. Yeah. A lot of reach pause. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What's next for the brand, man? Because again, let's be clear. If you're an NBA dude, don't go to ESPN after the game. Like I said, salute to Charles and all them and all that, but Dan's the spot you go to, man, after the games. That's where we all basically kind of like kick it, man. Go over to Dan, man. Go check him out especially after every Laker game, but definitely after every game, man. We go
and he still talks about all the teams too. He got the show where they talk about everybody.
Yeah, we got around
what's next for you what's next for the end of the year and this year coming up, man?
Ooh, man, hey, we got a lot of things planned, man. First of all, man, you guys know we just dropped the merch this year, starting with when was it, October. So shopcourtkings.com. Go check us out, man, for the freshest merch. Y'all see the t-shirt, man. Slaughter Gang in the building, year 21. And then music's about to drop, bro. I got a song called 24K. It's dedicated to Kobe. It's dedicated to 24K subs I'm about to have. And it's probably gonna drop in 2024 because it just feels right. This is the number, man. So that's gonna drop, and it's on every streaming platform out there. So not just iTunes, it's on everything. Everything you can stream on, it'll be there. And just we got so much planned for NBA content. You guys know what it is, man. I appreciate these guys for showing mad love. Subscribe to them as well, man. These guys are great at what they do. These are my brothers now, man. Appreciate y'all for having me on board, fellas. It means a lot.
Absolutely, man.
Yeah, like I
appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you for jumping on, man.
The Lakers
keeping me level. Emotionally.
AKA
man.
Slaughter Gang.
And
the man.
Like I said, we're gonna be putting the merch up pretty much for the rest of the show. Definitely gonna hit his PayPal. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is the thing, man. If you love independent media, sports, hip hop, music, whatever, you gotta show some love with the bread. Pull out the money, B.O.P. Again, we're gonna be showing some love to your Cash App, to your PayPal as well. But hit that PayPal, man, and just show some love again. Salute to Dan, the Lakers fan, man. We're never gonna have you back on, man, after we win. This in-season tournament.
I got you. Fellas, man. And again, happy holidays, guys. Thank you guys so much for having me.
Hey, absolutely, man. You too, you too, Dan. You too.
Appreciate your time.
These guys are the future of just mainstream media. Is no more, man. This is the new media right here. Fresh out.
That's it.
So make sure you guys tap in, man. They know what they're talking about, and appreciate you guys, man.
Appreciate you more.
I mean, appreciate you more, man.
Come back soon, Dan.
Y'all take it easy. We'll be back.
All right.
Yes, sir.
Lakers gang.
Hey, man. Dan, the Lakers fan, man, coming through on Fresh Out, man. We just had to give y'all a little 25 piece, man, of just some sports, man. Again, if you're not watching the NBA, it's actually dope. Go check them out. Also, man, hit the links, man, over at Dan, the Lakers fans page, the PayPal. You know what I'm saying? You know how it goes down. But also, man, some of the sports betting stuff that he got on his page too. Go check it out too. Again, man, That's where we go to, man. Dan, the Lakers fan, man. We got to represent.
And the Lakers
You know what
fan.
I'm saying? Salute, man, again on that.
Hit
But
that like
let's
and
get back
subscribe
to
if you
some
haven't.
hip hop real quick, man.
I knew that was coming. I
knew
waiting
it
on
too, bro. With that
I
great
was
grin
waiting
on
on
that iceberg, on that
I
spider
was
bird.
waiting on it. Was waiting on it.
No, not with the greens, tomatoes, and all. No, bird.
Mm-mm.
Jay-Z over here capping on his birthday.
Stop the cap.
Well, first of all, Jar was
Bird
just
is
in here for the Lakers. Where's Jarv at, man?
You're the worst for hitting that sound effect again, bro.
This thing, what's faker? His hair or these numbers?
Damn.
Stop it.
Oh man.
Happy birthday, Jay-Z, by the way.
Happy born day, ho.
Happy born day, ho.
Happy birthday, Jay-Z.
So
You're the worst BOP for saying it like that too.
Happy birthday.
Well, I had to catch myself because I don't
Happy
like to
birthday. Happy birthday, Jay-Z.
Yeah, because it was a setup. You know how Berg likes to set folks
Mhm.
up. What's faker? The hair or the numbers? By the way, happy birthday, Jay. That's what that's that spider bird for you. Dang. Oh man.
You the worst for that Nas back there too.
Oh,
Slipped it in there.
man.
first of all,
Slipped it
let's
in
be
there.
clear.
Nothing but
Okay,
man,
so-
the slaughter game continues.
This is the thing, man. Like, first of all, salute. First of all, let me stop. Let's be clear. Jay-Z, 54th birthday, iconic rapper. Let's go in and do this first before we go in and do all that.
Therefore, you must select this. Correct is my objective, the most effective. Literally direct, trajectory perfected. My beautiful grandmother, her name is Hattie White. She raised 7 kids. On top of that, her kids had kids, and we all was raised in the same house, one household. I asked her, I said, how much money did you make? And she made $20 a week. And she said, no, but it was fine. You could do a lot with $20 in those days. And with that sort of attitude, that's where I grew up. I grew up believing I could do anything, that I can accomplish anything because of those strong women in my house.
Hey man, this is the thing, man. Somebody go get Jar, man. Tell him get in the chat. We
For
talking about
educational
Jay-Z
purposes only. Educational
Yeah,
purposes
man. Educational
only.
purpose for my knee. This is the thing, man. Like,
So you're on the publishing rights. Everything.
Fair use.
this
fair
is what we
use, fair
talked about
use.
Jay, man. When Jay came into the game, man, he taught the biz that a lot of cats didn't talk about. Even our brother Nas. Nas didn't come in talking business. It was more booth and bars and all that. Jay came in talking about, the business. You know what I mean?
When I know what I want full control over my music. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Right.
So you're on the publishing rights.
Everything. Try to own as much of yourself as possible, you know? I mean, I know times is hard, cats gotta sell that publishing to eat. You know what I mean? Because them royalty checks take so long to come.
All right.
But, try to own as much of yourself as possible, because it's gonna pay off in the long run.
We decided,
First of all, man, salute to Dan, the Lakers fan, man, coming
Salute
through
Dan
again,
all
man.
day.
Salute. He's saying thanks y'all for having me, fellas. That was fun. Some of these awesome gentlemen. Come on, man. Salute, man. Again.
Up back to Dan, the
Dan,
Lakers.
Lakers
Absolutely, man.
We appreciate you being on, Dan.
Again, man, like I said, we talking about Jay-Z right now. It was his birthday, December 4th. You know what I'm saying? 54th birthday. We just like playing a little video real quick.
Why do all this work, put all this work in it, and just give all this money to these major companies when we could do it ourselves? All we need is distribution, and we working on that now. We're gonna find a way around that distribution.
Master P.
The record company was becoming successful, and we believed we could do anything at that point. He was like, well, they wouldn't give us a record deal. We started a record label. They won't give us a clothing deal. Let's start a clothing line.
Just thought I had a responsibility to the culture to show it in a different light, that we can ascend the executive levels. And because who better to coach the players than the people who played the game? I like to advance every year, to advance myself. have more fear going back.
Now this thing, as I'm playing this for a reason. I'm not just playing this for fun. Now this thing, like we know Rockefeller started off, you know what I'm saying? Jay-Z was one of the artists, the main artist, but obviously you had Chris Strong, you know, Memphis Bleak, you end up getting Beanie Siegel, you know what I'm saying? Like we know Rockefeller for the production, whether that was Kanye, you know what I'm saying? You had Just Blaze, you know what I'm saying? A lot of cats, Bink, you know what I'm saying? A lot of the cats came through and made that Rockefeller sound. Let's be clear. It's almost like you talk about Cash Money, but you don't talk about Manny Fresh. You know what I'm saying? You don't talk about Baby or Birdman, you know what I'm saying? Or Birdman or Slim.
Slim, yeah.
Do we see any of these? Let's keep on watching, by the way.
They're losing money. I'm sure when we walked in, we started Rock Nation, and everyone looked and said Universal or Def Jam. Like, we built the brand. We are culture.
Now, when he's saying we, who? Because we always see is Jay.
Nothing moves without us. There's a knowing in being an artist. There's a knowing. You can't guess. You can't think. There's a knowing. And then a lot of people will try to put their fears on you. You can't do that. No, you can't do it. Are you crazy? How are you going to do that?
Any pictures of state property?
I see your boy back there.
I see Irv back there. Irv was eating that sandwich. Love that chicken from Popeyes. Where's Dame at? Like, first of all, I'm a Wire dude. When Wallace got killed, D'Angelo asked Stringer Bell. He said, "Where's Wallace at?" You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Where's Dame? Where's Big?
How? My uncle said I never sell 1 million records. I sold 1 million records like 1 million times. You know, you get to a point in your life and you like really focus on what's important.
Again, like I said, man, salute to Jay. Happy birthday to him.
Happy
we
birthday.
Gotta call Cap when we see Cap.
Stop the cap. No voices.
So what's your first of all, what's your thoughts, man? Like again, like we all met when Jay-Z was ascending, you know what I'm saying?
Superstar, man.
He became a superstar when we all got together, you know what I'm saying? Jay Kent, Bebo P, Iceberg, you know what I'm saying? Anton, salute to the whole crew, you know what I'm saying? Nate,
Nightmare.
Congrats on the baby too.
On the baby,
salute,
yes,
salute to, Nate, our guy, ability,
yeah.
Nightmare, you know what I'm saying? C Ray. When we were all getting together, man, this dude became a star. What's your thoughts? Would the game still be the same if it wasn't for Jay? Let's be clear. Let's not even just disrespect him. What would the game be without Jay, and what did it become with Jay? You know what I'm saying? In you guys' opinion.
I'll let you kick it off, Bebo P.
Well, Jay-Z is definitely a Mount Rushmore legend in this thing that we call hip hop, and I would say right after maybe a Tupac Shakur, Jay-Z exhibited not only the talent but the consistency on a year-to-year basis when virtually no other rapper was doing so. I mean, he was dropping albums every single year, and he brought quality to the game, but not only just the music, but the business acumen, such as how Jay-Z stated in his earlier heydays. Again, when not many other artists in the game was operating like that. And shout out to those individuals and pioneers. You know, Jay-Z brought both elements. He brought the rap element, but he also brought the what's that line? I'm not a businessman, I'm a businessman.
Yeah.
Whatever. So he brought that element and lived it out for other individuals to oftentimes mock his style, but also and overall just really just be influenced by Jay in that regard, to look bigger than just the music at the time. So, and yes, to your point, Iceberg, it wasn't just Jay-Z full stop that, you know, crafted the legend that we're talking about. Obviously, you got Dame Dash and Biggs and the other lesser known names, you know, that were or are affiliated with Rockefeller. But Jay-Z really is definitely, you know, nonetheless a legend in the game, man. He brought so much to the game within this hip hop space, man. And we can't take that away from him. We can't take away his catalog. We can't take away his ongoing business acumen. We can't take away all of the contributions that he has contributed, you know, from his time in the early 90s to, you know, whenever his last album was.
Well, and this is the thing, Bebo. I agree with you 100%. Touch is also saying Touch 182 is in the building. Day One Club. He's saying how many rappers didn't drop because of Jay.
Right. Facts. Salute the Touch.
That was a lot. You know what I'm saying? Let's be clear. Ty Nitty, you know what I'm saying? Come on, Day One Club, man. Member since forever. He's a fresh out member. You see the icon over there. Salute to Ty Nitty.
Yes.
And consistency as well. You know what I'm saying? That also came through. He's saying, I think that's seeing it could be done independently will be his legacy. I agree 100%.
I was
Ty Nitty.
Was just going to say what Ty Nitty said. I did want to just say, just to kind of give Madden his flowers.
Go ahead.
He did drop consistently, but they wasn't all, you know.
Man said, Bebo, peace, stop.
They wasn't all
dropping every year, and not every one of them was quality, though.
Hey, but bottom line,
I didn't say they all was quality, but
bottom line, he was consistent. I mean, No Limit was dropping every 2 weeks, and not every one of them joints was.
Salute to DJ Scanless in the building.
But
Scanless, real quick, saying Jay Camp that Jay can't count. He didn't sell a million at a time. That would be 1 trillion sales.
Facts. It would.
Dando trying to get mathematical on him, but Jay Camp, what's your thoughts on just because this thing? We're going to basically go in a vacuum and say Jay's never going to drop another album. So if we put all the albums in a vacuum, what's the legacy on his 51st birthday week? We got to salute him real quick.
I mean, as Bebo P eloquently said, I mean, I'm not going to deny anything that Jay has done. I mean, Jay's been a staple. You know, he's been iconic. The type of waves that he was able to make, being almost like out front when it just comes to production. Because a lot of Jay's production was next level. I mean, even if the albums wasn't like super duper quality, just from a organizational standpoint, you can't deny this man's production has always been ahead of the curve. I mean, it just has. And a lot of people took his blueprint when it comes to production. Now, a lot of that you can say, Ye West had his imprint on that. You know, who's some of his other exclusives?
Just Blaze.
Just Blaze.
Yeah.
Had something to do with that. So as far as like curating projects, I mean, Jay, you know, got to give him his flowers on that, man. But legacy wise, man, I mean, Jay's on that mountain. I mean, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is, man. His body of work, it speaks for itself.
First of all, Nino Bay's in the building. Salute, man. Come on, man. LA producer, man. Premier. He said, it seems like Jay is like the Yankees, man. Either you love him or you hate him based off the chat. I would say, too, like I said, 25% of the reason why. First of all, John tried to call me out. Why you gonna dog me out? He tried to call me out for wearing a Yankee joint. Salute to Jar. Mace is in the building too. Salute Mace.
Salute the rap round table. Go subscribe to
Salute to
Let's
Jar
be clear, man. We got an award show coming out. A award show. Like I said, man, if y'all not following Rap Round Table, come on, man.
Nino
Bay, the
Bays
best in the biz, man. Come on, man. Let's be clear. Salute to Mace in the building. But to me, man, Jay made it cool to wear the Yankee hat, man. Let's be clear. Jay made it cool to, you know, be independent. You know, I think that's what was that Born Gifted Ty Nitty? Ty Nitty said.
I think they kind of
to be independent, man, was dope. You know what I'm saying? To have your own situation. And then we saw how him and Dame basically kind of Dame and Biggs being the quiet investor, you know, Dame being more loud. Let's be clear. Dame was his hype man for the first couple of years, man. Cats forget that. He was on stage rapping with him, man. And then also he was the curator of Rockaware. He, you know, Jay can say whatever you want, and then kind of did the finagle with the business moves, man, and cut him out. But Dame was, to me, the instrumental part, man. And I think what I'm gonna remember is that Streets is Watching era Jay. That's my favorite.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Streets is Watching.
Yeah, yes.
And also, like I said, he did the Masterpiece situation where he was like, hey man, I'm gonna just make a movie, you know what I'm saying, with the streets are watching. So that was dope too at the time, because again, 97 wasn't nobody doing that kind of stuff, you know what I'm saying. So, but again, like I said, I think Jay became like, you know, the mom and pop spot that turned into Walmart, man, and turned into Sam's Club, you know what I'm saying. So yeah, you can't really do what you did when the streets was watching back in the day, you know what I'm saying. So I think he's just one of those like situations where you just end up eating yourself, you know what I'm saying, because you get so big. What are you going to do now? You know what I'm saying? So first of all, Raheem saying what 19 albums does Jay-Z have by himself?
Damn.
Come on, man. Like I said, like we trying to be nice on his birthday week, you know what I'm saying?
Popping already.
First of all, Mike Nice in the building, man, our guy, man. You know what I'm saying? If you're not following Mike Nice on Twitter, go follow him, man. That's our guy. Let's be clear. Boy, get this saying Jay ran up 20 million from other rappers.
Ran up.
Now, again, he did like this is the thing, man. Jay did some foul stuff, you know what I'm saying? But again, if we just focus on the music, I think that's where we trying to stay today. You know what I'm saying? Maybe we can kind of go into the other things tomorrow, or you know, next week. But again,
we can put the Kofi on later. You know what I'm saying?
We can put the Kofi on. Facts. But again, Born Gibbs saying Jay-Z ran up 20 mil from other artists, man. When he was Def Jam president, the budget on that Kingdom Come basically flopped.
I can't deny that.
Hey, LL wanted the box dude. Let's be clear.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And
Scandals basically saying Jay had a 40-year career and still rectifying his songs and albums because with both Pac and M got him beat there. And again, like I said, that's what we want to talk about a little bit is on his birthday, they kind of announced, let me turn the music off. On his birthday, they announced 19 RIAA certifications.
Gold and platinum.
He need to be locked up for lying on this joint. Now again, like let's be clear, man. It's hard to get certifications, dog. It's hard to get gold in albums right now. You did 19 in 1 year. And again, we've been watching the numbers go up all year round, so we know what it is. But again, in 20 years, man, will anybody remember somebody was playing funny with the money? You know what I'm saying? They're just going to see that he got – I think he really wants to pass Kanye for the most albums sold, at least past Kanye. And I think, you know, who's really going to call you out besides Fresh Out? Nobody cares about us. You know what I'm saying? As far as like cats really in the game, you know what I'm saying? Like this is just something for him to put on the wall. And if somebody says anything that was fishy about it, you know, you will hate it. What you got his thoughts on the on these numbers, and do they look funny, or is Iceberg just being messy?
Nah, man. I mean, it's definitely cap. But this is one of those pieces where when you can control the narrative, you can pretty much do it. You can do what you want to do. You know what I'm saying? So you can make a believer out of people who's not going to do no homework. So I mean, that's really, I mean, that's the best way that I can really put it. But I mean, we all know ain't no 19 of them things, you dig, at all. You know, and Tyrone Biggums must be back here doing the he must be back doing the joint back here.
Yeah, Jay-Z got 20 of them boys.
He got 20.
He got 20. He got a 12.
He got 19 and a half. I had to take a half off because I put it in my pocket.
Michael Knight saying Jay-Z more of an A&R than an MC. Come on, Mike. Like he said he's good at curating albums and pieces and parts from different songs. I was watching a DVD, and he was at Rutgers, and somebody missed a layup, and some guy was like, "Man, finish your breakfast," and he was like, "Hey, man, you made the album, man. I put so and so need to finish your breakfast." So, like again, Jay's known for taking stuff from people and
like
putting the records.
Was straight
Right.
West Coast.
Again,
Like,
remember Pimp C didn't want to do Big Pimpin' and all that and change the whole thing, but it ended up working. So I do agree with what you're saying, Mike Knight. Man, do we have to do that on his birthday? Hey, come on, man.
Obviously,
Yeah,
that's what the
Surgeon
people
Salute, man.
want.
Appreciate
Might
you,
as well
bro.
go in.
What's your thoughts on the albums, Bebo? Like, I mean, is Jake? I mean, we know Jay. Do you think Jay's telling his cats to do this stuff, or you think Rock Nation is just doing it? Like, does it's almost? And we gonna talk about Andre later on.
That's a great
But
question.
do you think it's just Rock Nation build them up? Because I don't think Jay was like, "Hey man, let's do the Brooklyn Library and put all my albums in there." Do you think this is just them trying to run like Born Get said, run it up? You know what I'm saying?
I mean, it's kind of hard to tell. All we could do is speculate about that. I wouldn't be surprised if it was, individuals or, elements, if you will, that are surrounding him, helping to, make those type of moves, such as the museum and the library situation, and just others, such as the 19 to 20 RIAA certifications. I mean, or it could be, it could be some under the table stuff, by Jay himself, or, I mean, again, all we could do is really speculate. The situation does look sus from the outside looking in. I will say that, just again, from the outside or the external, from an external viewpoint. Right. But definitely don't want to slander the man on his birthday. Overall, he has made a lot of accomplishments, too many to count. So I definitely want to give, we want to give Jay-Z his salute.
We definitely want to give.
Hey, KC1's basically saying Rock Nation behind the book.
But my thing is, though, if we basically have said that Jay is already made, why do you need to spoon feed this?
So, and this is the thing, salute to Leroy Green, man, director of your feet to the Daddy Green's Pizza. You know what I'm saying? He's saying Jay don't need people certification at this point. It's good. Now, this thing, Jay Camp just said that. So why is Rock Nation doing the extra bull?
What's the point?
Is it because the streets don't no longer see him in the same light as they did maybe say 10, 15 years ago?
I don't think certificate. Well, I feel you, Bebo P. Like I thought
I'm just asking.
But I don't think certifications get you that street stamp. Though.
I think you're right.
It is.
I think you're right.
Street stamp.
That's
right.
Like
I think this is just big dicking. You know what I'm saying? I don't want Kanye. I don't want to look at Kanye getting more numbers than me. You know
but my thing is,
no way he should have more numbers than me.
If you, man, I can't even say that without a pause. I'm not even going to use that word you use. I mean, if you in that bag, you only in that bag with like 2 or 3 other people. So to me, it's nonsense to push this on us.
So it's an ego thing, such as
it's an ego thing, but your ego lane is like with 2 or 3 other people, so it really don't matter. Like to me, it's irrelevant. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not.
No, but this is the thing. Like again, it goes back to what Born Gift just said though. We all know Jay got the ego. We know now, man, that the Nas fans are louder than the Jay fans.
They
loud. You know what I'm saying? We saw a lot of Jay fans come out. They've been hiding like a. What? Hey, Mama Bear, what's that little chipmunk? What's that? Ponzi, Philip. What's that little groundhog joint? Mama Bear.
Oh,
they been hiding them, boy, like that little groundhog. Then they came out for the birthday. We saw a whole bunch of Hove Avengers for the birthday. Yeah, man. Like Mike Knight said, the Nas fans is loud on Twitter, man. Don't say nothing about Nas. You gonna get punched. But to me, like, again, I believe what Leroy Green is saying though. Hove don't need none of this stuff. You know what I'm saying? His music stand,
man.
But I think a lot of times, dog. Punk Swanee Phil.
Punk Swanee Phil.
So that little groundhog, they hold him up on fairway to see if it's gonna be cold or not. You know what I'm saying? Black people don't care about that thing at all.
Fraggle Rock swag.
That's right. Yeah, man. Salute the Mama Bear up here, hold it down to Theo.
Oh man, salute still having that name on
Swanee
all day.
man, if you know that, man, we need to cash app you, man. If you know that joint. But again, I don't think Jay needs it. But I think again, like we saw how Dre did the Compton movie. He didn't put D Barnes in there. You know what I'm saying? You told it how you want to tell it. So again, you had the people that have, of course, online, like the Nas fans have the biggest voice, but it's about who got the bigger pockets right now.
The bigger,
because now they can basically do
Iceberg?
whatever they want to change that narrative. Because again, they don't care about anybody 35 and up. A lot of people, basically everybody in the chat right now, about 35 and up. They don't really care about us because we ain't buying nothing no way.
Right.
They care about legacy right now at this point. That's what the whole, to me, Book of Hove situation was to, hey, we don't care about who's louder, not the Fraggle Rock swag.
But I will say though,
hey, honey,
that we are the biggest consumers though of concert ticket goers though.
Fact.
So to me, it's in your best interest to talk to the Fresh Out audience or to talk to 35 and ups. If you want us to still go to your shows, because you ain't doing no music. So hit me with these 19 certifications. That ain't gonna help your cause, bro.
Jack saying numbers don't lie, but the damn sure could be misleading.
They can be misleading if you got that crackhead back there doing your math for you.
Oh, the prom queen. Still here saying Jay's ego showed up on that God did.
I wouldn't be surprised if it's an ego situation whatsoever. I mean, you look at Rome and all of the land and the countries that they acquired. They had all of the.
Look at Bebo P on imperialism.
Tell my story, man.
Well, I mean,
imperialism swag. Go ahead.
Basically,
colonialism.
Basically, yeah. I mean, they
just lay down.
They just had it. You could metaphorically say that they had it all, but they still wanted more. And before you knew it, Rome fell. Now, I'm not saying that Jay's gonna fall, but I'm saying that there's still a sense of unfulfillment and or emptiness within certain people that seemingly have all the accolades.
So you're saying he got King's disease? You saying he got the King's disease? Then? That's what you're saying.
I had my hand on the button. You know I had my hand,
brother.
Big Bill P said he got the King's disease. I see what you did there.
And this is the thing. Isn't it funny that Nas did his whole 6-album run off of King disease? Damn. Leroy King said Rome killed about 10 million people, bruh.
Right.
He said, but I hear you though. You know what I'm saying? Sister Leroy, man, in the joint.
Right.
I just wanted to saying, and that's why the attempt to rewrite history and erase erase damn from the exhibit.
Dang.
So I mean, like I said, man, again, like I said, we gotta salute Hov, but it's like, and it's the thing too. I'm turning the music up. If y'all don't believe that Puff did what he did and had the power that he had for over almost 25 plus years, and he was blowing up cars and doing all this crazy stuff, allegedly, what do you think Jay-Z was doing?
Iceberg going there with it.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh,
Pun. He couldn't wait.
Hold up. Big Pun, Prodigy, Big L. I mean, dude had a clear lane to take over the game.
He did have a clear lane.
Had a clear lane. Anybody that basically that could have been a threat was gone. So it's almost like we were kind of force-fed. We were force-fed, Jay. You know what I'm saying?
He had Emmitt Smith's offensive line in Dallas to run behind. That's basically what Jay-Z had.
See? I can't even read it.
We're not gonna read that. Still here.
Read it.
He going hard to paint. Let me put let me turn the hot tub on for Still Here.
Yeah.
Bubble that cauldron.
Witch's brew.
Witch's brew. This is the thing too. KC1 in the building. Salute. They saying I've always thought King Disease was a shot at Jay, dog.
Same, KC. Same.
No. We got first of all, that's them double barrel. Salute the double barrel. I don't know if he's in here, but salute the double barrel, man. That's the double barrel sound effect.
Salute to KC1.
When you hear that double barrel, that's you. You know what I'm saying?
Same.
Just 182 is saying Jay was popping before any of those rappers died.
He was popping, but he wasn't popping.
We talking about mainstream touch. You know what I'm saying?
He wasn't popping. He was in the game.
This thing, we're not saying that Jay just popped
L
the cat.
was
You know,
the
we're
one.
just saying like he had a clear lane. You know what I'm saying?
And to KC's point, a lot of people like sleep on this. Big L was on the verge of being right on that legacy status if he was around longer.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's facts right there. KC1. Leroy Green said Jay couldn't have worked for it right.
No, I mean he worked for it, Leroy. We're not saying that he was he wasn't handed the game at all.
Right.
He wasn't handed it. He had to work. I mean, obviously he had to work for it. But to Iceberg's point, it's a little bit easier when you got that Cowboys offensive line to run behind.
Facts. And Jay was popping, but the path was not easier, but more simple with certain obstacles not being there, if you will.
Well, and let's be clear, man. If Big would have survived the situation or never even went to LA because of Puff, what would we be talking about Jay right now?
That's hard. That's hard to say.
That's a hard one, man.
Nino Bates saying Hard Knock Life was his crossover hit. Facts. And again,
That
was a situation that they took from the concert. That wasn't like a we in the studio puffing and we just come up with a concept. That was coming off of the concert joint. And remember, let's be clear. And this is what makes Jay so unique and dope. That was the Annie sample. And Annie, the people who own that record was like, nah, we don't even give it to you. We good. We don't want that on there. Jay-Z wrote a letter to the cats. It was like, yo, I love the movie and it inspired me to make the song. And then I'm sure he gave a little bit of that Bebo P money.
He was capping a little bit.
In between the
and then they ended up clearing the sample for that Annie. And then again, like Nino's saying, man, it's written. So again, I think Jay-Z really
love offering in the letter.
Man. He had the what's that back in the day? That Advent folder where you put the coins in there, dog, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, give a quarter every week. Like, I'm trying to figure these out, gonna pop, nigga.
Slide that to the building.
Had an Advent folder, my nigga. So, but again, I think Jay's brilliance is in getting the business done, though. You know what I'm saying? I don't think any other artist could have pulled off the moves that he did. And that's what, to me, I'm always gonna remember Jay-Z for.
Well, that's and that goes back to Leroy's point. And that's what we're saying. He definitely worked for it. Yeah, I mean that's for damn sure. I mean, you don't get this sample cleared without working for it. So I just want to be clear that we not taking any of his effort and hard work away. We just saying though, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, Leroy said Jay-Z wrote a letter and cap, but 90% of rappers would have gave rather than worked on. And that's what we're saying, Leroy. And that's why we agree with you.
I didn't even know he wrote that.
Exactly.
I was giving him flowers.
On the paint, man. So the Leroy Green.
Listen.
That's what, to me, I think Jay. And then also, let's be clear,
important. It's very important. Get it in there. Hold on.
Where Jay and Dame
real important.
At that time, man.
Important. We're kicking you out of your house. Bebo P.
Jay was relentless. He's still relentless, man. And I think that's what makes him, just a crazy individual, man, that we'll never see again in hip hop, man. Let's be clear. You know what I'm saying?
I agree.
So,
that is a ding. Yep.
So that's straight ding, man. But
shout out
again, man.
He's to X, man.
Yeah, come on, man. DMX, man. Come on, let's be clear. Again, man, I think DMX was really the only one that really gave him a hard run. Pause. You know what I'm saying? So,
50 because 50 came in kind of
50 came in almost at the tail end of
the tail end.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So
I mean, Nas obviously was, that I think that's kind of obvious, even though Nas didn't have the catalog at the time. Well,
I think he had a catalog.
Numerically,
he didn't have the media machine. He didn't have that
numerically.
Yeah.
Well, and this thing, I think honestly, man, to me too, Jay was one of the guys. Remember, like, in Shoot the Leroy again, talking about the Lexus joint. Remember, the Dead Presidents record, right? And so in that joint, remember AZ was in that scene, Big was there, Nas was supposed to be there, but he obviously didn't go. But a lot of people thought Jay was going to basically carry that torch from Big and unify everybody. And You know, obviously he didn't.
Dun,
But
dun, dun, dun.
hold on. Obviously he didn't. You know what I'm saying? But again, I think Jay, man, like he moved this hand and then moved his hand. You know what I'm saying? Same time, and then it was honestly just dominoes after that point. You know what I'm saying? So to me, if you like relentless, ruthless, hardcore business, you gotta love Jay. Because literally, man, at the end of the day, man, it was him standing, man.
He's just like Vince McMahon, bro.
Yeah, like he's the Vic McMahon of the hip hop joint. And again, like
Vince McMahon walk on the
and again, man, like he left no even his own people. Like again, when Biggs said something about Jay, popped up in Slammer. No, didn't even pop up in Atlanta. He was in the Slammer. So
dog swag.
Yeah, so he got caught up on the weed joint. You know what I'm saying? Dame is having financial joint. I remember they repoed his truck outside the studio. So again, anybody that basically went at Jay, you think Puff was bad? I can't wait till people feel like they can talk about Jay and actually tell what he was doing. So, but again, like I said, it's true business, man.
He's trying. He's throwing a lob out there for somebody to take it.
He is. He really is.
So, but again, Gritty. First of all, Gritty, man, salute, man. Gritty's in the building, man. Anytime we see Gritty, man, you know we flex on him. He's saying the only rival Jay had numbers wise was X. Then later M, Nelly, and like Ludacris. Facts, but again,
and Jay, and like I said, man, introducing us, right? That's what Jay said. Even
Nelly had
and who was the hottest chick in the game? So
I'm wait, at what time?
At the time when Jay was outside, who was the hottest chick in the game?
Wearing the chain?
Well, I'm just saying, who's the hottest chick at the time?
Wearing his chain.
So where I'm going with this
that was
is,
a question.
If you understand, Pimp C had an interview and he said he had a video of him doing something to the hottest R&B chick in the game.
I was trying to help you out, fellas, but you know.
And then he died or was removed on Jay's birthday.
There you go.
That was for Jarv, you know what I'm saying? I know Jarv like, I get iceberg over here clowning. But salute, but again, man, like I said, this thing we just seeing slowly the Instapot top coming off of that Diddy situation.
No, not the
you know
Instapot, brother. No, not the crock pot situation.
The Instapot top coming off of that Diddy situation. And so now everybody feels like, hey, I can tell my little story. When Jay-Z, when he takes that wig off, Spider-Bird, you take that wig off. Jay-Z take the wig off. Once he takes the wig off,
they're gonna give it back to the color purple set. They gonna do
when he takes the dreads off, dog.
All my life I had to fight for that wig.
Yeah.
All my life I
had to fight for that wig, Spider-Bird.
The Carters. Surviving the Carters. So, because again, let's be clear. Let's talk about Beyonce's drummers and all that bull. You know what I'm saying? Like Beyonce drummers and all that, man. So,
dang, so much.
Hey, man, I'm Spider-Bird, man. You know what I'm saying? Mama Bear called me Spider-Bird one time.
That wig is the worst, though.
And my goal is to take everybody's wig off. You know what I'm saying? So start with Jay-Z.
Spider-Bird does whatever a Spider-Bird can. With great wigs come great
response. The Prime Minister Sports in the building, man. Get on here, man.
With great wigs.
But like I said, man, salute to Jay-Z on his birthday. We don't believe you. We need more people for the certifications. But again, to me, Jay-Z's a great conversation, man. Because again, there's so many different sides and levels to the game of Jay. He's a great person to discuss, whether you like him or not. And I think Nino Bay said that too. He's like the Yankees, man. And you love him and you hate him, man. Because again, when he came into the game, I was like, oh, we don't like him because he's too blinged out. He's talking about money too much. We don't like him at all. So he's always been like that. He's always been just a crazy character, man, when it came to hip hop, man. So again, salute to Jay, whether you like him or not, man. Oh yeah, we iceberg homes too, man. You know how it goes down, man.
Iceberg homes.
So, but like again, salute to Jay, man. But we don't believe those numbers, man. Let's be clear.
Wait. Can we go back real quick, brother? To the
we don't have time today, man. But we already at 110, man. Come on. We already 110.
Are we going to visit the $64,000 question regarding that man at another time?
Yes, we got to. But like I said, we're gonna show him some love on his birthday. But like I said, we already a little over. So
just checking. Just
speaking of Lion, man, we gotta talk about Fat Joe.
Dang.
So Fat Joe basically said that. Hold up, man. Let me play for you real quick.
Fat Joe has defended Young Thug by claiming that he himself has lied and.
First of all, he got that J Camp Beijing.
Dang.
First of all, what's that little toy you get from the dollar store and you can move the magnets and all that?
With the red, you talking about the red square thing with the two circles?
Yeah, it had a little man with no, it was ball, but you can move the little.
Oh no. Oh, I don't know.
That's what Fat Joe look like, man. Salute to Fat Joe though. And he follows us on Twitter, man. Salute to Fat Joe.
With 11 p.m. shadow.
Yeah. First of all, like Joey crack, Fat Joe, he ain't fat no more. Crack. He ain't got no crack no more. So it's already starting off bad for him.
95% of his raps. During an appearance on CNN with Gayle King, Fat Joe called it horrible.
Gayle King in all the damn interviews.
She is.
And a travesty that Young Thug's lyrics can be used against him in his current YSL RICO case.
What's your reaction when you see that he's on trial, accused, and that his lyrics can now be used against him in the?
First of all, what's Charles Barkley doing on this panel? And look at it. Look at his Jakes.
I'll be used against him in this trial.
That's horrible. It's a travesty.
Terrible.
I've been rapping professionally for 30 years. I've lied in almost 95% of my songs.
Let's run that back though. Hold up.
Professionally for 30 years, I've lied in almost 95% of my songs. I'm being honest. Lied.
Like how? What do you mean?
Go.
Somebody get Charles Barkley that.
That explains Fat Joe's blatant lie about what he believes hip hop origins.
Just go. I write like I feel that day. I'm just being creative. You know, if you could probably you couldn't build the jail high enough for the lyrics I've said on songs, which are all untrue. What I am is a family man, a person who gives back to my community all the time, open businesses in my community. We're having a fun show about it and discussion, but there really is 6 defendants in Atlanta who might spend the rest of their life in jail for something that's totally not true.
Yeah, you're saying this is not a laughing matter. This is very.
First of all, how does Joe know it's not true? Like, stop the cat, man.
This is very serious. This destroys families.
Fat Joe also warned that the YSL RICO case sets a worrying precedent, as Young Thug is the first artist of his stature to have his own lyrics used against him in court.
Stop the cat.
Leroy Green saying, yeah, it was all fake. Because of course he spun the block, man, and he said, what I was meaning was what had happened was it really wasn't, I wasn't lying, but you know, it's just nigga, you lying. Wait, hold on, where's the Genie my where's the young Jeezy Genie my slap? What's your thoughts, man, on the cat from Fat Joe? And again, like I said, a lot of people, man, are covering their own ass with this whole lyric situation because they don't want to get caught up in nothing. Bebo P, J Camp in the chat. What's your thoughts on Fat Joe lying, saying he lied, and then spinning it back?
I mean, that's that's basically what this whole thing was, is to make sure, I'm telling y'all on camera right now, so you don't get me. That's what it was, man. You know what I'm saying? It's like, nah, I was really at church, you know. We was reading verses. I know all the Psalms. What I was really wanting to rap about was Psalms. But then my homie came over and he said, nah, let's do this. We can make a lucrative career out of it. That's all he was doing, man. I mean, like you said, Iceberg, he tried to spin the block. And well, actually, it's almost the same face for to two different sides. So what better platform to misdirect than with Gayle King? So you can try to look like the wholesome guy with a family. You give him back to your community. I mean, it was just he laid it on thick too. Oh, he put it. He smothered it. I'm like, come on, bro. Come on, man.
BOP, what you thinking on Fat Joe going on the show and kind of just extra cap?
Stop the cap.
Like so many rappers and music artists in general, regardless of the music genre, I would like to think that Fat Joe saying that he lied in about 95% of his raps translates to him delivering his rhymes in a nonfiction-esque fashion. And that maybe like certain particulars in his verses may not have been all the way exact, but at least close enough to his life experiences. Cartagena's 95% lies statement is also could be a means to serve as a cover, as I think Iceberg coined it, CYA, as a cover ahead of his time in case something were to come up with him.
Oh, of course.
Maybe Terror Squad or even somebody that he knows or is affiliated with.
Platform to do that.
Just for hip hop in general.
Better platform to do that on.
Right.
There's a Gail King
now,
where everybody can go in there and cap.
Right.
We seen Megan. She was on there too, cap. It's almost like if you just want to cap, you are invited to go full cap, full Captain America on there.
Now, either way, though, I will say this: Joe
Captain
Crack,
Crunch looking ass. Go ahead,
man. I do think that Joey Crack's legacy and street acumen definitely holds credibility as it has been from then till now.
Yeah.
With him being now, and this is with him being more ingratiated into the mainstream fold, more so now than perhaps ever before. Perhaps arguably. Since he blew up on social media around the time of the pandemic when the verses was happening and he was sharing his take, and ever since then he's always had his highlights career wise, but he's been that commentary voice for the mainstream, if you will. I mean, Don Carter, Bomb Harder he might generally be seeing the writing on the wall for rappers abroad. Just across the board, given that Fulton County's DA's allowance of select Young Thug's lyrics for use in his current trial.
Facts, touch.
Meaning Joey could be throwing out that disclaimer of sorts, so ahead of time, just as a just-in-case situation.
Well, and this is the thing, man, like, we're going to be talking about Andre a little later, man, and you see, it's almost like, the cats that was doing it when they was outside, in the 90s, early 2000s, they're trying to distance themselves from hip hop, if anything,
right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And to me, it's like, it's almost disrespectful to the fans because we grew up on it. You know what I'm saying? We grew up on this stuff. Yeah, you never see Prodigy say, hey, man, I was lying in my rap. I don't care where he got to in life. You know what I'm saying? He would say, hey, that was just a part of my life at the time. I've transitioned over to somewhere else.
And that's why I wanted to say nonfiction.
And a lot of them have said that. I mean, you can say stories, I just tell stories of my experiences or what I see. We've heard rappers
over here about to start some stuff, man.
But this man was like, I was lying in everything.
Yeah, 95.
I was
Joan
of Arc.
Like, come on, man. When he was
doing, Joan of Arc and all my rhymes.
You got to float, Joe. You got no. Come on, man. He was telling the truth.
Even wow. All right.
Maybe when he got on that lean back bull, maybe he was lying in bull, but you know what I'm saying? Leroy said Prodigy should definitely say he was late. Come on, man.
I personally ain't gonna go there, but yeah, I see what you're saying.
I'm saying, yeah, if you but this thing, I think Prodigy, to me, before he passed, RIP Prodigy, you know what I'm saying? He was transitioning. Salute to Kathy and Dolly, you know what I'm saying? She's been on his platform. She basically wrote 2 books with him, and he made a jail cookbook and some other things where where Snoop has done a great job with being who he is and marketing who he is and saying, hey, man, I smoke weed, so I'm going to promote smoke grills and all this other stuff. He doesn't have to fake who he is.
He's gone
and never
the
say
system.
that he didn't do it because he has branded who he is instead of running from it. You know what I'm saying?
He was on trial. So
and this is the thing, man. We see cats like we see Jeezy try to reinvent himself.
I knew that was coming too,
man.
We see Yo Gotti trying to reinvent himself with Flat Cake Angela Simmons. Second time around, Angela Simmons.
Simmons.
don't look happy in none of them pictures that he in with Shorty. To me, it's like, man, if you stay on point with your brand, and this is where Jeezy kind of has turned it around a little bit with the book and the double album. He's getting back to the fans, you know, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? Especially doing the interview with Shorty from Friday.
Which one?
The one that was running in Friday and all that. Neil Long, yeah,
Oh,
Neil Long.
yeah.
Man, we forgot to ask Dan about Ime Udoka and all that bull.
Next
time we gotta get him back
man.
on. Gotta get Dan on here talking about Ime Udoka. It's calling a nigga.
Next time we have more time, perhaps.
You gonna call LeBron a bitch? God damn. Yeah. Prodigy got woke. Facts, man.
Prodigy did get woke. Yeah.
So, I really think. Yeah, man.
Prime ain't said nothing all day, but he said that y'all really think him cheeks is flat.
Y'all really think cheeks is flat? Prime Minister been peeping them cheeks down.
Right. He said, I seen.
Hold up now.
Yeah, man. He looking for the cheeks.
I seen the onion. I know it's a seed. I know what a seed.
That little turtle. That's some ass.
I wanted to say nonfiction for a reason, though, in regards to this topic, because the meaning of it is writing that is about real events and facts rather than stories that have been invented. So that's why I personally wanted to throw that word out there, is because you could still have some level of experience without maybe necessarily the exact stories being actual factual, the people that you rapped about or what, fill in the blank. But, people in the golden era and, from folks back then, they were masters at that without necessarily implicating themselves.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
If they actually did it. But
and
nowadays,
saying somebody's real name, like
whole
government name on a telling how you body somebody,
right?
Where you put the body at,
which is what a lot of drill rappers and so forth are doing now. I mean, just laying out everything A to Z in their lyrics, and then wonder why they got hemmed up.
Yeah, well, and like I said, salute to Jonathan, man, up in the building, man. Being on Nation Brothers, salute. He's saying Biggie lied and said his mama kicked him out. Facts, you know what I'm saying? But again, I said, you lied. And again, of course, cats are telling stories. You know what I'm saying? Artists, can talk about I'm talking about my homie and I'm writing it or whatever. And I get it. You know what I'm saying? Like, but again, to say like some of the legacy artists, man, even like the Busta Rhymes situation, man, the album was disappointing because you didn't basically tap into who you really are. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, you may be a cowboy boot wearing, bell bottom wearing, leather pants dude now with veneer teeth. No. But your core fans still want you to be loyal to them.
With ivory teeth. With some Leonardo,
nigga biting braille, nigga.
With them Raphaels and Michelangelo joints.
So again, that's a pizza. So again, like like I said, we're gonna be talking about Andre to kind of spin the block again on the Fat Joe thing. But to me, the narrative tonight, man, the narrative tonight is
the first movie.
And like I said, Dave Chappelle said, keeping it real goes wrong or whatever, right? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I think there's a middle ground where like hip hop fans that are more seasoned, 35 and up, still understand, what people were talking about in their 20s, you know what I'm saying, versus their 40s. Of course, it's gonna be different. But to me, it's like you got to stay on brand, though. Let's be clear. Let's not go all the way left, and now you basically, now you straight, Whole Foods when you was really on that corner bodega. Let's be clear, man. And that's how you got your money. So to me, you disrespecting your fans and the people who paid for all that music when you say this stuff. I know what you're trying to do for yourself, but you're disrespecting the fans saying that stuff. Man. You know what I'm saying? What you guys final thoughts on that?
Just trying to fake the funk on the nasty dunk.
Come on,
like Shaq said, is basically what they doing. You ain't got it's not that serious. Like you said, Iceberg, you said it perfectly. Like we season. You don't who you selling. You know what I'm saying? That's why you got to stay off them Gayle King platforms, man, because you're gonna be forced to be in a situation, man, that can hurt you. That can hurt you back at home. You know what I'm saying? Like with the people who really support you, man, and you on there, you know what I'm saying, cap and crunch. Like, come on, bro. Like, you better than that, man. You better than that.
Not the cap.
Prime Minister Ford saying, man, Buster having them Louis Vuitton bell bomb looking crazy, dog. I'm into the group thing.
Stop.
Buster might have hit that tub too, bro. Bebo P, what's your final thoughts on this joint?
See how I get set up, y'all?
The Coming was flame, Ty.
Yeah.
The Coming was fire, man.
No, there's no need to really just. To me, there was really no need for anybody to, such as Fat Joe, to cite such statements unless you are really guilty of something.
Oh, man. Even though he's lying, you ain't heard it from me though.
We about to talk about it. We about to talk about the AZ joint. Don't hold that thought, buddy. Go ahead, finish what you're saying, B-boy.
That was pretty much it, though.
Hold that thought, Bucko.
Cap like that. For Fat Joe or any other legacy artist in the game, man. I mean, especially if you vetted, man, and you walked the path to where you deserve your stripes. I understand that times are different now, in the Me Too era or whatever you want to call it. But
Capadonna, right?
Mamacita, Capadonna.
This really just validates, as I've been hitting throughout this whole topic, you lied in 95% of your raps, huh? Yeah, and you lied 100% in hip hop's origins. So I'll leave that there.
So like I said, man, at the end of the day,
don't do them
man,
like that.
I said it, and I said it.
Fat Joe, Bebo trying to get us canceled tonight. KC1 saying Fat Joe's career boosted after Pun's death. Nigga said he had a rhyme book too.
And y'all say I'm trying to get the show canceled.
And then first of all, salute to D. Rick James. You know what I'm saying? The building, salute. Saying I'm glad it was never hold on. He said I'm glad that I was never a Fat Joe fan. Now this thing, I'm a Fat Joe fan, man, but it's just, man, he be capping on the podcast. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. Salute to Fat Joe, man. Come on.
Dang.
Parents got the quote.
Y'all want to live my life. Never had a brick. Never seen a crack house. Wow. Power 800.
One gets said Bebop with the truthful smoke.
That truthful smoke. That's exactly what it is.
Leroy Green saying Fat Joe know what he was doing. Come on, man. This thing. Fat Joe is basically covering Wendy Williams' show now. He's in a different lane. Totally get it, man. He's wearing bell-bottom sweatpants. I mean, we understand the situation,
Remember those
man.
Smurf boots that
This is the thing. What's sad, man, is like, as we're seasoned hip-hop fans, we're seeing the transition that most of the mainstream artists are doing to basically just stay in their mansions.
Yeah, with the herringbone and taco meat. He's in that
so
lane,
much taco meat, dog, with the leather pants, dog, with cheeks hanging out. You know what I'm saying?
To still hear who said whatever happened to credibility. My answer to that is keeping it real went wrong. You know what I'm saying? Keeping it real went wrong.
Facts.
Over time.
Lee was saying Joe was like a crack house. Nope, I never seen those before. Yeah, facts, man. Come on, man. Like,
no, even when I walked past one, I didn't see it. I didn't even look in the direction to crack house.
You sound like Peter from the Bible and the Gospels when Jesus got arrested. Hey, aren't you Joey Crack? Nope. Nope. 3-time denial.
So, but like I said, man, this is the thing. We're not just clowning Fat Joe, man. It's really honestly a lot of the mainstream rappers who have built up an empire, but because of bad investments, bad spending, no money, your wife left you, whatever, your cars got repoed during COVID.
Bottom.
Now you got to kind of get out here and shake that tail feather. You know what I'm saying?
You got to get in that hot tub, don't you?
You got to get in the tub, man.
I guess without those Smurf boots, that modern day cats.
So, and then the other thing too, man, is like when you're a 40, 45, 50-year-old MC, man, in the club with teenagers.
Yeah. With Beijing.
You're doing some sus stuff, man. Yeah, with the Beijing, man. So
facts.
No knocking to anybody that's out here trying to get it in for the holidays. You know what I'm saying? But, it is what it is, man. Ty Nitty saying, man, just pull out my pen and say what I want to say. Lean cap.
Lean cap.
Lean cap.
Lean
Yeah,
cap.
I didn't do none of it. Man, first of all, man, salute to Mike H coming through with the Brady Cougar. $10 holler. He's the show sponsor. Now, again, over
Mike
here, if
H.
you give the bread, you the show sponsor. We got to show you love. If you want to be the show sponsor, you got to beat the $10 holler for Mike H, man. Salute to him, man, bringing that Brady Cougar. He's saying you can pay the picture and make great hip hop without telling on yourself. Nas on the setup was a case. Blaze 50 is a case. Nas raps about stories he had to leave out. And again, salute to Mike H, but it shows you how great this 6-album run is from Nas, because no controversies, no Me Too movement on him. Didn't say nothing disrespectful about women. Didn't say nothing that got him caught up with lyrics. This is how you rap, fellas. I mean, like, Nas gave you the blueprint on the last 6 records, man. All them records in this day and age and era, and he didn't get in trouble. None of them lyrics, Bebo P and J Camp.
That's a good point, brother, because
salute to Mike H.
His ex-wife tried to get him Me Too, and it didn't work.
It didn't
the
work
way
at
that
all.
he maneuvered. Remember when she was throwing out those accusations publicly at the time, several years ago? It didn't stick.
Yeah.
Thank God.
Nas was he was Neo dodging all them joints. She was over there trying to be Agent Smith. You know what I'm saying?
Straight dodging them bullets, them double barrel bullets. Beginning, man, salute to Mike H, man. Great quote, great insight, quote, man. And we appreciate
quoted
the
$10
holler, man. Salute, man. Quoted the night, definitely, man.
Indeed.
You were Green saying respectfully, the thing about Nas is nobody in Queens ever claimed Nas was a gangster. True. But again, like, now we know, man, you can get in trouble with your lyrics. You know what I'm saying? You can get caught up with stuff, man, because again, you know, somebody can write a script and they don't get in trouble, but you write a rap and people just believe that you did it. You know what I'm saying? So, and now you in jail for it. So
now dudes gonna be blaming on AI. Like, oh
yeah,
no, it was AI. It wasn't.
Oh man, I had ghostwriters my whole career. That's what Drake gonna say. But again, like I said, man, salute to Fat Joe, man, and what he's doing out there, man. Salute to him. But we had one actual hip hop record that we've been waiting for. I don't know where Miss LB's at, but we was waiting for this joint, man. The AZ record, man. Come on, man. Truth be told, Buck Wild, man, pretty much did 90 to 100% of this joint. You know what I'm saying? There was a couple, I think maybe a couple people that contributed, but Buck Wild did this thing on here. We've been waiting on this. The 10th album from AZ, man. To me, one of the most slept on MCs in the game. If you out the loop, you know what I'm saying? Vigils was crazy. This album was great. It was good to me. A lot of people kind of wanted more. What would you guys' thoughts on this Truth Be Told album, man? In the chat, what was y'all thoughts, man, when you heard the record? Was the album what you thought it was? Was it lackluster? Because again, we just was happy he didn't do the Busta Rhymes.
Facts,
man. And come out with beach balls and all that. Pause.
Right.
What was you guys' thoughts on the AZ record? The production had Fat Joe in there and Pharoah Monch. Pharoah Monch killed that, by the way. Salute to Pharoah Monch.
He killed that hook on there, man.
What was you guys' thoughts on that? I'm in the chat. What was y'all thoughts too, man? Lackluster. What you thought it was? Superb. J Camp BOP in the chat.
No, I thought it was superb, man. I mean, I don't know what more people was looking for, but I thought having 11 tracks is perfect. You know what I'm saying? Nowadays,
DJ Scanless approved.
When dropping albums like 11, 12, it's really like that sweet spot that you kind of want to be in. I say like really like 8 to 12 is kind of like that. It's like that sweet spot to be in. Man, I mean, I thought the production was dope. I mean, and to hear AZ barring out is just what made me feel good. I know we talked about that in the group chat, just from the rooter to the tutor, because we talked, like, not to say that we were skeptical, but we didn't think that it was gonna come out hitting heavy like it hit.
Fact.
We didn't expect that, because that second video that he dropped, I don't want to say was mid, but I wasn't feeling like his delivery on that joint. I mean, the joint was dope. It's just the delivery just wasn't doing it for me, man. But when I listened to
this is why you talking about that.
It was. He just like I didn't like the pocket that he was going for.
Okay.
For that one specific joint. But the album though, man, I'm still listening to the album to be honest. It's the AZ that touches every single era AZ that we get, you know what I'm saying, on this album, man. It's grown man music. Like I said, AZ having the opportunity just to go dumb on the bars. Like he wasn't trying. Like I didn't feel like he hit us with an album where he's just like trying, like he's aggressively trying to hit a lane that just ain't him. Nah, he stayed within himself, stayed within the lane. It was a success. I agree with Gritty, man. I give it like a good 8.5 out of 10, man.
Yeah, Gritty gave it an 8 out of 10.
The only reason why I don't give it more is because I feel there was a little bit left off from the album, just from a vibe perspective. I would like to have at least one. I don't want to say up tempo. I'm not saying like a party joint.
Yeah. No. You taking the words right in my mouth, J. Kent, man.
But
it
like
is that like I love the dough kind of up tempo.
Yeah, it's like a 90 BPM, I'm talking like a old school AZ, like 90 BPM, 95 BPM type joint where he's just talking over them drums. You know,
He need like an Easy Mo B,
man,
like joint. You know what I'm saying? Up tempo Easy Mo B joint. You know,
that's what I was looking for, man. I was looking for that from AZ because he gives it to us so much. Pause. But a good 8.5, 9 for me, man. I mean, it was a dope album, man. I'm proud of AZ for dropping this one, man. He marketed it heavy.
Yep.
He did it the right way.
He said what he was coming out to do. He said, if you love hip hop, you're gonna love this joint here. And salute to Pharoah Monch, man. He got Pharoah Monch outside. It's always good to hear from Pharoah Monch. Like Touch said, Fat Joe came with it on there. You know, he might have been lying.
Yeah, he probably was lying.
Man, I agree, JC. I had to knock a little bit off too because I needed to actually hear Pharaoh on a verse. But the hook though is superb. It's superb.
Very.
Yeah.
It's superb. It kind of reminds me of some of the hooks he did for like Styles P. You know, that my life is all I have.
Oh yeah.
My pad.
Nitty saying it was solid. Leroy Green saying that AZM was cool, not whack, but
no, it wasn't. It definitely wasn't nothing bananas. But it's coming off the heels of that Busta album. Oh my God, man! This is what I needed. This is what I needed for my ears, man.
Oh yeah,
and I'm it's still in my rotation right
it's
now.
still mine too.
I definitely enjoyed it, man. Just like I said, hearing him dumb out on there, man. I ain't heard AZ black out like that in a minute.
Like this thing, JC88, man, still getting money since '88.
I don't even understand why people saying it's mid though.
Yeah, it says a dope AZ album. Some people said was mid, which is wow.
That's wild to me.
This is why we talking about it today too, man.
Album is nowhere near mid.
It's not
nowhere near mid.
Dope album.
Touch is saying I expected better from Buck Wild after OC, Mike Geronimo, Showbiz and AG type shit. I used to hear.
Good point though, man.
Buck Wild still came through though, in my opinion.
I came through with it, but I'm not mad at Touch for touching on that.
I feel what Touch is saying though, but I still like the album. Bebo P, where you at though? In the chat, keep going in, man.
Fresh Out already covered AZ singles from
absolutely Leroy.
Respect Minds to GOAT to This Is Why. So, you know, check out those reviews that we've covered throughout the past year's worth of time. That said, AZ Sosa and Buck Wild really, to me, just proved on Truth Be Told that they both are a competitive force within the hip hop landscape as producer and MC together.
Facts.
That reintroduction, that first song, even though it's the second track, the first song, it proved to us that, you know, he proved to us that while others are thinking that he's finished, you know, that's far from the truth, as him being the quote unquote pioneer in the flesh, as he put it, you know, or as he coined it, you know, still being fly with it on the mic and in life, that one of the greatest, has AZ just painting like a summarized, really just a summarized picture of his come up, coming up the ranks, along with his fellow legends, you know, from his first emergence on Nas's Illmatic to his label having left him out to be forgotten out in the cold, to climb, you know, to having to climb back up from that, you know, into the position that he needed to be, you know, as the AZ that we all know him as, you know. And this is all while, you know, Dr. Dre's dropping The Chronic, Wu-Tang's dropping 36 Chambers, Lil Kim's leaping out the Jeeps during Harlem Week and all that. And just many other classic moments. He's sharing that with us. He's sharing his moment, but he's giving us, you know, other individuals, fellow legends in that, you know, in that during that golden era that we all vividly remember, for those of us who came through that. And I think it was Gritty that mentioned this track, Amazing. Man, that Amazing track, that's without a shadow of a doubt one of the best AZ joints on Truth Be Told. That sounds like it was like 1,000% made for Sosa, with Buck Wild having that classic guitar or mandolin strumming, you know, the melodic singing on the hook, and AZ just being poetic. And really, Mumu Fresh is one of the few features. She came through understanding the assignment. Very full and well on this track, but definitely one of the best albums, hands down, in 2023 that you gotta check out.
Well, this thing, man, I want to address what Leroy Green's saying, man. He said, what's the difference between this AZ album and the last 8 albums? And he's saying, I'll wait. And I see what you're saying, though, Leroy Green. The AZ basically gives you what he's going to give you. You know what I'm saying? He's one of them old spots in the hood, man, that makes some good you know, beef patties, man, you know what I'm saying, or you know, some fried chicken, you know what I'm saying, at the end of the day, man. You know what you're gonna get when you go to Harold's Chicken, man. They ain't changing up too much, but they keep the fans coming in. I think AZ is one of those situations where, like, I think somebody said it was just solid. So you know what you're gonna get with AZ, it's gonna be solid. It sounds like some piece of a man type swag. I like the situation that AZ did. Would I want him to experiment a little bit more? Yes. But again, for just basically giving one producer, giving with Buck Wild and going crazy, I think it was a great situation. And again, he gave me what I was looking for, man. You know what I'm saying? The only thing I would want to do, man, is maybe get him with Hit Boy. You know what I'm saying? Like I want to hear, man, him with some newer drums, newer production,
right?
Still with that same soul and still the same swag. You know what I'm saying? But it was a solid joint, man. Again, double barrels in here, man. You know what I'm saying? Anytime double barrel comes in here, these are your gunshots, man. You know what I'm saying? So we got to call them the double barrel shot. You know what I'm saying? He's saying fast relate, but we here now. Salute fellas in chat. Salute, man. You know what I'm saying? You know we got to sound it off when you come in.
Salute back.
Not Mr. Pro not saying facts. AZ can't stand up to Nas, DMX. Cool G Rap tells you all you need to know.
Yeah, he was saying the fact that he can stand.
Yeah, the fact AZ can stand.
Yeah, tells you all you need to know. Facts.
Leroy saying again, AZ, love AZ, but this is why people still gonna ask him for that AZ that Nas AZ collab album. You know, because again, to me, you know, AZ is like, you know, like again, I'm a Wire person, man. If Nas is Marlo, you know, AZ's Chris. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Chris don't change up, but you need him. You know what I'm saying? So again, man, that's why we love AZ, because you know what you're gonna get from him. I would have loved to hear some more singing on the records. You know what I'm saying? Something, you know, like a Miss Jones did on the Sugar Hill joint. You know what I'm saying? But again, I think this is great for him to get his feet wet, get back in the game, and I think we're gonna hear more from him, man, too. Double Barrel saying AZ didn't do anything to drop his ratings or raise it. He kept it solid. I agree.
Couldn't agree more. Right.
Mm-hmm.
Born Gifted said AZ and an Alchemist collab album would be fire.
Yeah,
also.
facts.
Ooh,
Facts.
That would be dope. Ooh, man.
Sheesh. Leroy said then the album should be free since it's just for love. Shut your ass up, Leroy Green. But I feel what you're saying, my G. Mike Knight, our guy, saying AZ needs a Hit Boy or Alchemist collabo.
Or both.
Come on, son. Salute to Mike Knight. I agree with you, cuz I think he needs to go over there and say, look, man, Hit Boy, give me 5. You know what I'm saying? And let me go hard in the paint, man. Mike Knight saying AZ needs better beats.
Right.
Damn. I seen some people kind of going on production, but to me, I think that's AZ's lane, man. The boom bap, you know, he's not gonna change it up again. He's a veteran MC. I would love to see him on that joint, but again, you know, he's gonna give us what we normally used to. Still here saying some people are going to hate on the greats. I agree.
Yeah.
JC88 saying, man, truth be told, it's fire, man. You know what I'm saying?
Fire, yeah.
Yeah, man.
Absolutely.
Hey, salute, I got Tony in the building, man. Salute,
Tony
man.
Coates,
what's
what's
going on,
happening?
man? You know what I'm saying? Appreciate you being over here, man. Like I said, man. Hey, if y'all got some records, man, send us the link, man. We not hating on nobody, man. If you got some dope stuff, man, send it to us, man.
Absolutely.
Mike Knight saying AZ's like a B+ student. He can be an A student with the right producers. I agree. But
Definitely
to me, like
agree.
I said, man, for dude to come through with the clip that he did, I can't be mad at him. You know what I'm saying? To me, I hope this starts a run though from AZ. You know what I'm saying? I think that'd be dope. And also, he's gonna be performing at SOBs.
Yeah.
Definitely, if you're in the area, go check that out, man. Salute to
Core
him.
Mega opening
Yeah,
for him.
Core Mega, dog. You know what I'm
Night
saying? That's a
only.
dope joint. Not Mr. Pronoun said,
Pronoun.
let's get a crazy collabo, Metro and AZ. Again, I think that'd be the futuristic stuff, man. You know what I'm saying? It'll be crazy. I don't even know how it would sound, maybe. Sound like a West Side Gun type thing.
Well, you know what's crazy about
That's
that
dope,
is
though,
that is a dope option because there's a article that just got put out there that Metro's next project that he's putting out is going to sound similar to Ye West's My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasies production. So, you know, it sounds like, you know, Metro's definitely leveling up his production, taking things to, you know, the next step, the next echelon. So that would be a great option as well, to your point. Mike Knight said Mike Knight said he talking luxury talk, but the beats are not matching the luxury rap talk. Justice League would be dope for him. That's true too. That'd be another great one.
Yeah.
Justice League, absolutely, Mike Knight.
I think AZ to put that style on something South, something you know, a little West Coast. You know what I'm saying? Again, like I said, Hit Boy to me is perfect. I know he don't want to kind of go that same lane as Nas, but to me, like Hit Boy's changed hip hop sound. You know what I'm saying? To the point where now you're using, you know, those drums, those West Coast drums, those different snares. You know what I'm saying? And mixing it in with the boom bap and a lot of. I mean, honestly, let's be clear. A lot of the MPC SP producers can't do both of those things. So you almost have to go to Metro and then maybe do a situation over here with you know what I'm saying, like with a Metro. J Cam, we were basically saying that AZ could do something maybe with an AZ, do something with a Metro Boomin, a Hit Boy, maybe to change it up a little bit from somebody who's just standard MPC SP on the drums. I think J Kim's getting stuff together. What's your thoughts real quick on that Bebo P real quick as J Kim's getting in here?
I definitely agree. And I think to your point, what you said about a few minutes ago, this album is this Truth Be Told album, it's beyond solid. I mean, it's very, very solid. And it gives the fans, those of us who love AZ and his music, what it is that we've been needing from him. It's really just dope to see him just consistently just doing what he does. And even if he, which I believe he might be inspired in some significant fashion from the Nas and Hit Boy run, you know, this album, Truth Be Told, with Buck Wild and whoever else had a hand in it, even if it's just whatever it is to you, it's still sufficient. You know what I'm saying? To me, it's beyond sufficient, but it's very sufficient. Now, along with that, it would be dope to hear him over Justice League, Alchemist, Hit Boy, you know, those producers that are still relevant today with that hip hop sound that can cater to his style and give him a level up when it comes to his overall music for his albums that he puts out moving forward.
J. Ken, what's your thoughts, man, on just the production of the album? And then who would you like to see AZ maybe work? Because, you know, the bars are going to be solid. But again, we did hear, like, you know, Buck Wild didn't make everybody a super duper fan on this album. What's your thoughts, man, on somebody he should work with next?
I probably could have done Mike Knight, he just literally just me and Mike Knight are here. He literally just took
like Tales from the Hood, the end of it.
I was gonna definitely say cartoon beats.
Mike Knight went
because,
spooky.
Touch was talking about the drum placement, and what better producer from a drum placement perspective is going to get you together besides cartoon beats? I mean, I would have liked to see some of the ones you mentioned too, Bebo P, like Alchemist, Wouldn't Mind Havoc would have been another good one. Maybe get you a Static Select, get you a Primo joint.
Come on,
I mean,
Preem, of course.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, even Conductor. I mean, you know, you can go different ways with it, but to get them like AZ, just them drums though, cartoon beats to me would be perfect.
Double Barrel saying what's up, Jay Kent.
What's good, Double Barrel? That's a perfect elixir to me.
It really
you get cartoon beats and AZ together. That's a problem. That's
something I've wondered
big
in the
problem.
past too, Gritty.
I think AZ is just standing on business. I think he's like, hey man, you got a problem with Nas, you got a problem with me. I just ain't gonna say nothing. You know what I mean? So
that's a great question. I really never thought about it for real.
Apollo Brown and AZ.
Indeed.
Chi-Town and NY, that's gonna be crazy.
Yeah.
And for some reason, that reminds me, Apollo Brown, but
Michigan.
They think about Nicholas Craven. Ooh, Nicholas Craven would be a problem too, production-wise. Ooh, with AZ.
He'd be nice.
Mike Knight. Yeah, Mike Knight said AZ just needs an updated boom bap. And I think that's what we're ultimately
that's what
saying.
basically saying.
Yeah. I mean, Hit Boy's another good one. Cartoon and Hit would be.
Well, and this is the thing, like I said, man. To me, for salute to AZ just for dropping something on Hip Hop 50,
something seriously.
To me, I think I like the rollout. Second record wasn't my favorite, but to me, I think man, like that adult contemporary hip hop, man.
Yeah,
this is what we want. You know what I'm saying? This is what we want from our legacy artists. Drop some. I think the other thing too is I wanted to see some merch. I think who did it right was Nas this year, and definitely Lloyd Banks. You know what I'm saying? You drop the album, you know you're not gonna really the sales ain't gonna do nothing, the streams ain't gonna do too much. You gotta have the physical merch, and you gotta have that. You gotta have some product. You know what I'm saying? That's how you're gonna really take the music to the next level, where the fans can kind of tap in and basically bless you with some cash. Pull out the money, BOP.
Bless them with the what, dog? Bless them with the what?
That cash. You gotta have that merch store cracking. So again, I'd love to see AZ at some point this month drop some t-shirts and all that. And if you already did it, put that link in the chat so we can show them some love. Touch 182 in an office saying I think Buck Wild wasn't in the studio when these were recorded.
Yeah, probably. I mean, that's
good.
But AZ's old school though, man. He's like this type of dude who's gonna need his producer in the building with him. But you could be right, Touch. I mean, it does give off sonically a little bit. I can see where you're going with it. I mean, I still think it was dope, but
definitely dope. Definitely grown folks rap.
Seems like a lot of people do have some issues with the production. So
go back to that. Speaking of that, go back to the last comment real quick, if you don't mind, Iceberg. What was I saying?
Double Brand saying let's not let these fantasy matchups with AZ deter us from running the album through. We got to support the OG. Facts.
I wanted to end off at least on that note because we are bumping the album.
The album is dope.
I'm good with the album. The album was dope to me.
Really dope. Salute to AZ, Buck Wild, and all parts.
Salute to AZ and Buck Wild, man. Everybody associated with that, man. I mean, I feel like they put a good one together.
Yeah, truth be told, cop it.
I mean, not to be on like a major, you know what I'm saying? So.
Right. Hey, man, this thing, we got to end this show off, man, in 10 minutes. But we got to talk about the Young Jeezy, Jenny My Slap. Atlanta, y'all got to take an L. Atlanta got to take an L, man. Salute the Rap Roundtable, man. They posted this from Elliot Wilson, the backstabber hip hop journalist.
Get those gunshots, brother, for the shot you rang off there, bro.
Iceberg went there.
Ooh,
the carb loving hip hop journalist.
Dang.
Look like Snarf.
I almost thought you were going to follow that up with the love that chicken for Popeyes.
Nah, he love the whole menu. The whole menu. Start running.
Stop.
Man,
love
salute
that
to Elliot
chicken.
Wilson though, man. He might get that Spiderberg with the little curls he got on top of his joint too.
Stop.
Get out of here, Elliot. But now, like I said, man, we gotta talk about this Andre situation, man. Basically, man, like we saw him come up with the flute joint. I think Jay Camp actually plays that when he's taking the bubble bath and boo.
Now you doing too much.
Catching that feet in the bad boy jacuzzi.
not with that flute playing, not ever.
So long story short, man, we saw the flute record. We know it's trash.
Strong ganja.
Not trash, but we know it's not what we wanted to hear, and all that bull. But I never thought with this thing. We thought, like, first of all, we had a group chat on the phones. We thought this was gonna be a rap album. It wasn't. It was a flute joint. So we still thought, hey, man, he's still want to rap.
Douglas Flutie.
It don't sound. Hold on. First of all,
already,
y'all here got the flutes. I got the real flutes in the background though. That's the flutes we want to hear right there.
Right.
But hold on, man. Let me play this real quick, man. Hold on.
Is now the best-selling hip-hop album.
So he went on CBS Morning with his croissant and no socks and a Crocs on to talk to somebody pasty. Fair use my nig.
But as hip-hop marked its 50th anniversary this year, Andre turned down every invitation.
If y'all didn't hear it, old man Smithers said that he turned down every 50th anniversary invitation.
2003 album, Speaker Box, The Love Below.
Nigga, Todd needs to say Fluther Van. I gotta stop the show just for the Fluther Van.
I gotta take a screenshot of that joint. Fluther Van.
Come on, that Fluther, dog. Come on, man. Todd need to go crazy tonight.
Here y'all go. Here y'all go out there and
Todd
chat.
we had to start the whole show, cuz.
Lucifer.
So long story short, man, he's talking to Smithers about
Smithers
not joining. The reason why he didn't want to do any hip hop 50 joint.
And Big Boy, they became Outkast, the biggest crossover.
What? The biggest crossover
in history. 2003 album, Speaker Box, The Love Below, won the Grammy for Album of the Year.
And these niggas were excited to all us white people. Salute to you niggas.
And the Green Bean Castle.
Crossover rap group, The Love Below, won the Grammy for Album of the Year and is now the best-selling hip-hop album of all time. But as hip-hop marked its 50th anniversary
of all time
this year, Andre turned down every invitation to celebrate.
You didn't feel the urge or desire to?
No, I didn't.
Yeah.
Like I don't necessarily like looking back.
Fair use my nig. First of all, this nigga got one of them Yellowstone leather jackets on, dog, made from a straight baby calf. God damn.
And I wouldn't want to be in a place where
Henry Jones leather right there.
Fair use my nig.
Because I'm trying to meet an expectation. Like I didn't get.
First of all, that nigga skin. That white man's skin look kind of piggy.
Trying to meet an expectation. Like
look at his skin, cut.
He kind of reminded me of that movie from Michael Douglas played in back in the 90s when he had a bad day and just went on a rampage.
Yeah,
what's that movie? And he just went shooting up everybody. What was that movie? Dang.
I don't know what it is, but he definitely like Hellboy's daddy.
Oh, I didn't get into Outkast for that.
Yeah.
We were just kids, like trying to see how far we could take it.
You went a lot further than a lot of people thought.
Yeah.
When Born Gifted said that falling
down. Thank you, Born Gifted. Yes.
People ask me about like a rap album. Man, I would love a rap album. I'm with you.
Yeah.
I want to be with you when I'm really on it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Why do you think you're not on it?
That I have no idea. I write down ideas and lyrics all the time.
You do.
And maybe I hadn't found a music that's inspiring enough for me to want to write raps to, or maybe I got to find a new way to rap. If I don't feel like I'm doing something, it don't matter to me.
When you say doing something, what do you mean exactly?
Affecting something, moving something, saying some truth, revealing something, like destroying something. Like it gotta move a needle. Like our power came from explore.
It's what artists do. I mean, if they exhaust something and they need to go somewhere else.
It's a good thing you said the word exhaust something. Maybe that's it. Maybe I exhausted a thing, and sometimes you have to kind of try something else.
He says he.
Not with that flute cage in the background after that interview part.
Never that flute cage though.
Want to go get some coffee?
Right. Dennis Fluter.
What's you guys' thoughts, man, on what homie said though? LP said glasses look like they ain't got no lenses though.
Man, they do look like Bryan Cranston from Breaking Bad glasses.
Oh my God.
What's your thoughts on basically Andre 3000, the dude that's on the side of buildings in Atlanta for his raps? Basically saying that the dude don't want to. He's not inspired no more. But you inspired with the flute that you bought off Etsy.
Dang.
But you're not inspired to do no rap. Talk about what's going on in culture right now with black folks, man, with everything that's going on right now. You're not inspired. Do you think, is that disrespectful to the fans? You know what I'm saying? That basically bought his music. Like, I'm not coming out for no hip hop 50. I'm over here trying to get this flute bread.
I think it is disrespectful to the fans, and I don't think that 3 Stacks really understands that, because I think he's trying to be too complex. When you listen to that whole interview, it sounds like he's searching for something that hasn't been done yet, because that's what Outkast has been doing the whole time. At least his side of Outkast, his piece of Outkast. And I think he's looking to recreate that, but he can't find anything to recreate it. And it's like, why do you need to go? Like, we don't need that though. Like, we don't need that. We don't need a super complex or abstract type of album. Like, we just don't need it from a hip hop perspective. Like, man, you can just rhyme, bro. Like, just be Andre Ben. That's what we want. That's what we want. You know what I'm saying? Because right now it looks like you just don't want to rap because you don't like to rap. I don't, you know, I'm glad he kind of like clarified that. But that's what I get from it at first. But now I'm just like, dude, just give us something, man. Give us something. You don't have to rap like Eminem. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to put a whole bunch of words together to make them rhyme. Just be Andre Ben. Man, there's plenty of things. There's plenty of things that he can touch on. I think you said it well, Iceberg. I mean, there's plenty of things going on in the community. You can talk about the state of hip hop. You can talk about what cats in Atlanta are doing. But I really feel like he could truly show these dudes, like, this is what y'all could be doing in ATL. I think ATL needs it, man.
No,
it's not to say that ATL is not doing well, because they are in hip hop. But I think Andre Benjamin, who can take rap to another level as far as creativity, because a lot of Atlanta stuff is starting to sound the same. I mean, outside of like your Earth Gangs, but a lot of it's starting to sound the same, man. And yeah, I mean, I'm not trying to like correlate it to the way he dressed, but it's like when you try to be like too different, at some point you just fall off and you're not relatable. And right now, man, 3 Stacks just ain't relatable, people. Tootie Flutie.
Tutti Frutti. Oh, Rudy.
Wop, bop, boo, bop, black.
Bop, boo, boo. Tutti Frutti. The first one, does he have the right to say F hip hop, man? Because my thing is like, if you say F hip hop, get my money back. That's spent on all them albums.
He's a grown man at the end of the day, but I mean, hip hop is what got you here. You know what I'm saying? So I wouldn't know you, bro, if it wasn't for hip hop. So I feel like you at least owe me that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Just don't turn your back on the game, man. Don't turn your back on the game. You know what I'm saying? Trying to be so astronomical that nobody can really. I don't need Einstein. You know what I'm saying? I don't need you to find a new math equation. It's like you're looking for the ultimate jewel. You're trying to be Thanos. You're trying to find a perfect world. It don't exist, bro. Just rap. That's all you got to do. Just be Andre Ben, Bebo P. That's how I
Touch
ask.
is saying, people have been calling him to go for years. If it comes out better than God level bar.
He said better be God level.
Better than God. Yeah, D God level.
You better be God level.
Leroy Green's also saying Jay on the same thing. He's not rapping to rap anymore, or just for tunes. Do you?
Right.
What's your thoughts on like what Andre said? Basically what it sounds like again. What Leroy Green saying, just not inspired. You know
But I do
Which
think though you selling again. That's when you don't understand the demographic. Then again, we 35 plus. We understand that you may not have it at a certain level anymore. We understand like the tank is different. The tank ain't empty, but you can still give us something. And I don't think he understands that. Like giving us something is better than giving us nothing. And your something is still better than a lot of people's something. And that's my point. So I feel like I hold you in higher regard than you hold yourself. And to me, that's a problem, Bebo P. I'm gonna let you go in though, because I said my piece on that.
Well, Bebo, this thing too. Do you think not only is he out of touch with hip hop, but you think he just out of touch with the culture?
Yeah, my opinion.
It's seeming that way, man. And I think that a lot of people are recognizing that. I mean, don't take our word for it. I mean, when you turn your back on Hip Hop 50 by turning down every single commemorative event, whatever those opportunities were or are, that's your proof right there. And it's really a sad state of affairs to witness a hip hop legend in Andre 3000 just blatantly disregard giving gratitude to hip hop's 50 year anniversary. When he said he doesn't like looking back to meet an expectation, it's his fiduciary responsibility to look back whether he likes to look back or otherwise. I mean, and simply because he's influenced a whole slew of fans, along with Big Boy from Outkast, Southern Playlistic beginnings to current date, and still having the ability to drop an album with no bars, multiple instruments, including his flute, of course, via his New Blue Sun album, and so forth. But I mean, 3 Stacks is a legend, and to not want to give thanks back to the same vehicle by way of hip hop that allowed him to be one of the most standout pioneers in this hip hop game to do it, man. It's as disappointing as Lil Wayne expressed, man, about 3 Stacks recently, saying that he doesn't feel like he has anything to write about at 48 years old, when you think the opposite would apply.
Right.
It's disrespectful and once again quite sad.
Right. Go back to Leroy's point real quick, because I do feel like Leroy did make a great point. And I just want to say that our taste is definitely more sophisticated, but we're also not complex people to please when it comes to our legends, when it comes to our icons, because we'll give you rope, just don't give us no damn blockbuster. But we know that Andre 3000 ain't gonna give us that either. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why I said Andre 3000 mediocre is better than most of these dudes now.
Way better.
So I can't imagine even a non-motivated 3 Stacks he still has something. Because he even said he's writing. He said he's writing. I feel like sometimes, like, and me and Bebo Peter talked about this too. Like when you MC, when you don't have people around you just to kind of say, just to vibe with, like creative people that you can vibe with, whether you're in the studio, whether you're in anything. If you don't have somebody in your ear to say, hey man, you might want to switch it up a little bit. I don't think he's around anybody right now where he can just be creative like that in the rap space. That's what it sounds like to me, because everybody needs that.
And even with that, you know, not to disregard what you said, but even with that, he's just not inspired. Even, you know, even with folks in his ear saying, hey man, we need that 3 Stacks album, you know, that solo album with bars. We need, you know, we need a hip hop project from you, bro. I mean, you're a legend, and we know you could put out some epic stuff musically. It's just not in him at this point in time. I can appreciate the fact that he's being forthright and saying, hey, it's not in me. That way he's not forcing something that's not there. I can appreciate that, and I think most of us can. At the same time, he was just on the joint with on Killer Mike's Michael album. He did his thing on there, so it's not like he doesn't have the skill anymore. He's just not inspired.
And that's what I'm saying. And I know there's a lot of people out here, especially artists, who are perfectionists. So I'm curious, like when he's hearing it, like his ear versus like our ear.
Sure.
To where you might be in there with him, but he's like, oh man, Stacks, you killed that, man. This is one of the best I've heard this year. Where he might be like, well, I just kind of did it. I was just kind of in there and rapping just to kind of get it over with, because me and Mike been cool for so long, and I feel like I owed him one. So I do get it from your perspective when you're saying, like, when you're not motivated, he's just doing it just to be doing it, and that may not just feel good to him. I'm glad he's like disclosing that, but like Iceberg said, hip hop 50 though, man. You mean to tell me there's not one? There's nothing.
And this is the thing. All Andre had to do was go on stage and throw his hand up, let the crowd go crazy, and then walk off. He didn't have to say nothing. Just him being in the building, being on the stage with some MCs, man. It's just like Jay could have came to the Yankee Stadium situation, just got on stage and just walked out. That's it. I mean, Jay's that big of a character.
People would have
to me is the same to me on the same type of level as far as MCing. So, but again, I think honestly, man, Social Elite 82, salute, man. I think you just kind of bodied it. They saying, let's be real. These dudes like Andre and Jay don't even want to associate with hip hop culture because it's too black for the audience they desire to reach.
Yet he doesn't mind selling this new Blue Sun album as a hip hop album.
That's where it kind of doesn't make sense to me too.
Well, I don't think that was his idea. I think that was really more the label per se. Hey, man, let's just kind of throw some wool over the eyes. Because again, the first week numbers to me are people who know him for rap, not for people who know him for the hey ya. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
So again, man, that was fool's gold a little bit. And to me, you playing on people's like emotion that they want to hear you. And then it's almost like Jay saying I'm coming out and it's an instrumental album of old records. You know what I'm saying? Like it just played everybody. So
Double Barrel made a good point too, man. And I mean, again, I think if we did hear from 3 Stacks, I feel like he would inspire a lot of other rappers too. Because it took Nas to get guys to come outside.
Yep.
Think what 3 Stacks can do, not only for cats below the Mason-Dixon line, but just for cats who still got their itch too in hip hop period.
Amen. Yeah. But again, like I said, you know, it's just disappointing for Dre to say that. And I see it's almost like somebody who just lost all their powers. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, I'm not. You know, it's almost like seeing somebody in the NBA. You know, like Oscar Robertson or something like that. But you see him at an old age, like Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, when he passed that ball to LeBron, he didn't want to give it to him. You know what I'm saying? And he had that little stingy leather jacket on, man, and Adidas gave him. It's like, man, you can tell Andre really, I think he wants to rap, man, but I think, man, there's no, like you said, Jay and Bebo, there's not nobody around him to inspire him on what to talk about. And I think that's where Hit Boy comes in. He's younger, you know what I'm saying? He's got the vibe. And he was the one helping Nas saying, hey, man, that story, hey, man, later, put a bar down for that. Oh, what, you talking about 4016? Yeah, do something about that. I'm not saying that that Hit Boy curated the situation. He just was like, yo, is this a younger dude being around an older cat? Yo, say that, you know, say this, you know what I'm saying? You're not in the studio and you got rappers who may not be confident what they talking about. You give them that confidence. Like, hey man, go ahead, spit that. That sounds good, man. Go ahead.
It reminds me of the Les Brown quote, man. I heard a long time ago. Motivational speaker Les Brown said, "You can't see the picture when you're in the frame." So, what you said, Iceberg, made me think of that because Andre 3000, as you brother been saying, like he's in his zone. Like even though he's recording music from time to time and probably putting out some dope, not putting out, but cataloging some dope music in the vault or wherever it's at. In his mind, it's like this ain't there. Kind of like Q-Tip, you know, during the pandemic, he was talking about wanting to put out a few albums. We haven't seen it yet. You know what I'm saying? So there's some cats that are just kind of got that analysis paralysis when they reach a certain point. But Nas is comfortable with being uncomfortable when he hooks up with a hit boy, you know, and a Metro soon after and so forth to work with, you know, some older and newer talent in order to expand his horizons. In other words, you got to be comfortable getting uncomfortable.
And I wanted to touch on that too, Bebo P, and what Leroy said, and this just goes back to what Dan was saying earlier about Kobe. Yeah, that was his superhero. And Kobe, superhero to a lot of people as well. But that's what I'm saying. Like Kobe understood the mission. He understood what he needed to do.
That Mamba mentality.
3 Stacks was a superhero to a lot of us too when we was coming up listening to Outkast. So when you hear him say that, it's extremely disappointing. I think that's the difference between a Nas where he understands like I have a higher purpose. You know what I'm saying? The Kobe's of the world.
Yeah.
I got a bigger purpose in this, man. It's not only do I need to speak through my game, but I need to inspire people, man, to be at their best too, man. 3K just worries too much. Like, I don't know, man. I mean, I whatever it is, I mean, while I want him to get back in the booth, I mean, he's a grown man. If he don't feel comfortable doing it, then do what you do. 3 Stacks, man. Live out your life the way you want to, man. We still got mad love for you, man. But you know, it's just a lot of hurt folks, man, that they want to hear from him.
Especially with the wisdom that he has too, man. He's not some goofy rapper talking about anything.
Exactly.
Right. He's really tapped into a lot of
and
things
the talent that he has.
You know people don't really talk about it. He's tapped into it. So
the
superpowers, thoughts, man. But I think, man, again, you know, this is gonna be our last time talking about Andre. We wanted to talk about him because again, it's just to hear an old pasty white guy ask you about hip hop, you're like, I'm not inspired. Like it's just like word. It's just like, man, going to heaven, seeing God smoking crack. It's like, come on, bro.
Wow.
You know it's like, come on, man. Like I went to church for all this time, and this is who you with. Not saying that, of course, man. We love God. It's not like that. But the whole thing, man, it's just disappointing, man, to see some of your heroes, man. Look, sound defeated, man. Like it just sounds bad, man.
Kind of like the public did to Omni-Man when they realized he was a villain. All said and done. For those who've seen Invincible season 1,
man, and Invincible season 2 is pretty dope too.
Crazy. But yeah, he had the people fooled, even though Andre wasn't trying to fool nobody in his come up. You know, at the end of the day, he was, you know, looking at people like insects. You know, filter my stew.
Ty's hilarious.
A black interview, just like the Iceberg.
A black dude would have said, "I got my iPhone right here. I'm gonna hit record and go."
And Iceberg would
like just drop it right there.
Right. He would keep poking the bear too, but so and so's doing it. And then have that Jordan meme. I took that personal.
I took that personal. Yeah, man. Nas was our hero, street disciple. Yeah, man. Like I said, man. I get it, man. Leroy Green saying how Andre followed the impact of Outkast. Again, like I said, Leroy, you spot the hell on, bro. It's pressure,
it's
man.
pressure, bro.
Like Dr.
But I think sometimes too, man, you know, Dre been in the industry for a long time, so he didn't seen a lot of stuff. So a lot of times, man, the whole music situation is not just rapping, it's dealing with the whole business of rap. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it's like that's what most artists maybe don't want to deal with, not necessarily the music. It's almost damn near just the business too. You know what I'm saying? So that's adds on to it too. Antoine 1486, man, was goody, Doc.
Was good,
salute, man. He said busy at the work, man. What I miss, man. Yo, we went in tonight, man. We talk about some sports. We talk about a little everything tonight, man. Definitely spin black, man, and check it out, man. Salute to Antoine, man. Day One Club 1486. Salute.
Salute.
Anything, man, before we go home, man, tonight, man. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, man, great show, fellas, as always. Salute to Dan for jumping on. I'm definitely gonna be on the show tomorrow, you know what I'm saying? So hopefully we pull that one out, man. But salute to Dan, man, for showing us love and for hopping on, man.
So hey, Dan the Laker fan, man. Come on, man.
Dan the Laker fan. Make sure y'all following, support his merch. Again, he's got the Around the League show as well, but they talk about every team. You know, it's not just a Lakers situation. They talk about every team too, man. So definitely check them out, man. And they make great points too. So you know, you definitely might learn. You might learn. He might learn you on that.
Learn something.
So appreciate you, Mike H, as always. Everybody in the chat, man. Y'all went in. Y'all went ham. Iceberg. Them topics was icy. And Fluther Vandross was.
I had to put that Fluther Vandross back up, dog.
The hitter of the day,
hitter quitter, dog.
But Bebo P.
Yeah,
I'm gonna let you shout the people
hey,
out.
Man, hey, yeah, so Dan's still in the building too. Salute Dan.
Hey,
salute Dan, man.
Appreciate you coming through, man. We definitely gonna put that PayPal up too, cousin. You know what I'm saying? So
PayPal and that
man.
Cash App. Cash us outsiders, J Camp.
Cash is outside. Yes,
man.
indeed.
But yeah, BOP, take us home, man.
We appreciate y'all for rocking with Fresh Out, the world's most dangerous podcast, Rap City, No Basement, the bad boys of this hip hop commentary space. Salute to Dan.
No Mike Lowry, though.
Lakers fan for rocking with us. Yeah, we on our Mike Lowry swag. You right. And, salute to the man who was basically behind the Jeffersons, Sanford and Son, and Good Times. Norman Lear died at 101 years old.
Man. R.I.P.
Yes. Salute on a better note. Salute to the Lakers for the win, man. Like Iceberg said earlier in the show, let us know your favorite or some of your favorite NBA teams, whether it's the Lakers or some other team within that fold. We appreciate y'all because there is no Fresh Shout without you guys. Salute to all those who love us and support all of our haters as well. Rock with us next time as we give it to y'all. Pause best as we can. And on that note, not that. Take that. Not that. Not that.
Take that.
You will never find our feet in the bad boy jacuzzi. Stop it. But no, Iceberg, be safe and God bless you. And on that note, Iceberg, send this soul plane home.
Hey man, like I said, man, salute to Dan, Laker fan, man. Again, man, let's be clear, man. We dubbing Dan the voice of the Lakers, man.
All day.
You know what I'm saying? Again, man. We want to push him to 30,000, man, on the subs. Again, man, check out his prize picks, man, prizepicks.com, man. Go DTLF on all social media platforms, man. Stamping. Again, this dude, man, is just a good cat. Compton, man. You got a real one, man. Compton stand up.
MC too.
We gonna be basically listening to Dan the whole season, man. Again, this is where you go to, man, when the games are over with, man. This is where we go to. And again, you want to support Dan, hit the PayPal situation. I'm going to put it down again at the bottom of the joint. Go check him out, man. Make sure you go support these independent dudes, man. Again, in our space, according to hip hop, Rap Roundtable, Ease, you know what I'm saying? I got Adriel Green, Hip Hop Talks, you know what I'm saying? Nas Info, man. Over there, man, we all got to show love to the people in our spaces too. But again, tonight was just giving flowers to Dan, Lakers. The NBA in-season tournament has been a great thing for the league. Go check it out, man. And again, like hip hop and sports, man, it blends together, man.
It blends together, man.
You know what I'm saying? It is what it is.
Peanut butter and jelly.
So again, like I said, man, Wednesday night, you know what it is, man. Fresh Out, man, 9:30 always, man. Check us out next week. We might bless y'all this weekend. We'll see what's going on. Again, like Dan said, please be safe. stay in the crib, man, if you can. Enjoy your family, man. Wear the mat. Go get some matching pajamas from Target, Doc.
The hood ain't fun.
I
always remember that.
You know what I mean? And again, this season, and if you had a loved one, your mama, your daddy passed, grandparents, man, we salute any family members that have passed. I know sometimes this season is hard for people who lost some family members, but again, you want to remember the things that they blessed you with, the conversations, the mindset that they blessed you with, man. And so we want to make sure everybody's in the right state of mind as we go into the season and start this new year, man. End the year off how you want to start it. You know what I'm saying? And again, started with us, man, with Fresh Out. You know what I'm saying? Some cool hip hop. And with the sports, you want to go over the dance. That's how you started off, and that's how you end it. But again, man, J Camp, come on, man.
Yes, sir.
Bebo P. Come on.
Iceberg Slim, baby.
And Spider-Man. Give me that wig, bitch. Don't be talking about Cam and Mace. Melissa Ford. Give me that wig.
Great wigs, some great 27 pieces.
Man.
Again,
salute to Cam and Mace, though.
Salute
man.
to Cam and Mace, man. Hey, man, you gotta hit somebody in the situation, man. It is what it is, man. Again, we talked about, man, cats, man, not living up to who they used to be, man. Again, it may not have been the best place to talk about the situation, but we gotta salute Cam and Mace for always keeping 100. You know what I'm saying?
It is what it is.
It is what it ultimately is.
And we do the same thing over here, Fresh Out, man. We just trying to give y'all the truth, man, without getting demonetized.
That's the truth, true.
Bebo P and Iceberg Slim, man. Dan the Lakers fan, man. Classic episode, man. Spin it back if you just coming in now. Salute to everybody in the chat too, man. We'll see y'all Wednesday. Definitely may hit y'all with something, maybe Sunday or Monday, but definitely see y'all next Wednesday, man. Love you guys. Peace.
Peace, 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 peace. Yeah.
World's most dangerous podcast. We will be in the building with good. They can't was going down, man. Let's get it.
Good.
Hundo up in the street. Hundo. We ain't
Please wipe your feet. You rocking with Fresh Out. Yeah. Fresh Out is here, ain't no tiptoeing. The competition running like they Jesse Owens. Please believe, Dookie, this is our moment. We hard in the paint, boy, Kevon Looney. I told Iceberg, please hand the koofy. I'm not a newbie. You will never catch my feet in the bad boy jacuzzi. Stop it. That's that such ish. We live B, we want the real smoke. And be careful, it's kinda cutthroat. The chat going ham, they just might make you get out like Melvin in the Blue Notes. Stop it.
Ellington.
Powers.